All right, I just added a new audio input.
Wow.
Let's see if this works. Bomber. Can you hear me?
See if there's any levels too for the other cameras, just in case.
No, there shouldn't be. Hey, all right. All right, cool. Welcome into Art and Jake's in Shelby Township for the biggest Detroit Tigers game of all time, including the World Series. Because there's two directions this team can go.
Microwave is on.
The two directions this team can go, and it starts tonight. You either lose and you trade Tarek Skubal, and the season is most likely over, although they can still make a magical run without him, I think, or they win this game. They continue to win, going up against a Royals team without Bobby Witt Jr. You start a 5-game winning streak, and the Detroit Tigers buy at the deadline and become true World Series contenders. But it starts tonight. I have my co-host with me, and we got Justin holding it down before we got Rogelio.
All right, here he is, the man of the hour. Let's go Tigers, baby. That's all you get from me.
Thank you, Justin. Justin will be back in shortly. Shout out.
If you guys want more of our guy Justin Satawa, follow Woodward Wings.
Woodward Wings, and check him out on the Braylon Edwards Show 2 to 4 as we welcome on our guy Rogelio here in just a moment as he gets set up. I do believe this is the biggest Tiger game of the season. Obviously not bigger than a World Series game, but it can transform this season. And if you are looking to become buyers or sellers or what you do with Tarek Skubal, it starts tonight, Gordon. We have some unbelievable Skubal quotes. We have some built-in trades. We have no better person in the world to talk prospects than Rogelio, who will join us in just a sec. But my partner, our Rookie of the Year of Woodward Tigers. Make sure to subscribe, by the way. We got our guy Gordon Jones, so we'll be doing a little bit of play-by-play tonight. Gordo, I'm fired up to be on this desk with you, partner.
And I'm fired up to be calling this one with you guys as well, man. Welcome to the stream, everybody. We're here at the wonderful Art and Jake's out here in Shelby Township, out here right off of 23 Mile Road. So if you have not been out here already, make sure that you come on out to Art and Jake's. But yeah, no, I was really excited for today's matchup. Rubber match between the Cubs and the Tigers. Tigers looking to win their last two series coming out of the All-Star break. But tonight, they have to have this game. This is absolutely crucial. You have Kiner Montero on the bump tonight. He's been moved around from the starting rotation to the bullpen. He's been your super reliever. He's been your closer. He's been everything for you this year. So we're going to see just how apt he is to another change and getting back into the starting rotation. Rogelio, what's going on, man?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Shout out to Raj joining us.
Yes,
I went to the wrong one.
You did?
I went to the wrong one.
You go to the one on Hall Road?
Did you?
Yeah, I did. I went to the one on Hall Road.
The one on Hall and Mound.
Yeah, that's all good. But no, I'm doing great. It's I wrote an article earlier about the whole back and forth whether Scott Harris has been a ghost when it comes to this thing. And look, I don't expect Scott Harris to say, "Hey, we're going to trade him," what have you. But at this point, you're getting closer to the trade deadline. Make a statement, do something. But I'm kind of really getting sick and tired of the percentages. There's a 60% chance it's going to be traded. There's a 54% chance. Well, were we doing fractions soon or something? I don't know. It's just it's been getting annoying. So, but to get back to this game today, it is a very important game, especially after getting spanked last night, where you had two position players make an appearance.
The ephes was in full effect.
The ephes was 100% in the full effect. And they brought me food as soon as they got on there. That's awesome.
Wow.
Yep.
All right.
Impeccable service.
Impeccable service. Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
They got the au jus with it. That is Detroit. It is basically the Detroit cheesesteak right here.
That's fantastic.
And it looks phenomenal.
Yeah,
I'll help you out here if you want to present it a little bit. Yeah, we got a food cam for you
Riley,
here.
you want to go to that food cam?
As we have the food cam checking it out.
Check that out, guys. Oh, that is fantastic.
I think it's a little more this way. There we go. Shout out to Art and Jake's in Shelby Township. And we are going to be doing a giveaway, so stay tuned for that. We have some exclusive custom merchandise of Art and Jake's. We'll be giving away
this
here.
Shirt is so fire.
But this, it is truly super fire. The Detroit Tigers play the biggest game of the season. We all know they came out red hot in Wrigley in game one of this series. Riley Green hits the bomb. Dylan Dingler hit a couple home runs. The ball was flying out of Wrigley. Wasn't last night. for the Detroit Tigers. I'm excited to see where the wind's at going into tonight and how Kyler Montero can stop this Chicago Cubs offense that is one of the best in the league. But to stop that offense, you got to stop one of the most explosive players in all of baseball, Pete Crow-Armstrong. He truly is electric to watch. I was getting a little bit salty hearing Jason Benetti glaze this guy a little bit because, man, does he love watching Pete Crow-Armstrong. But how can you not if you're a fan of baseball? And we're going to have to shut him out tonight if you do want to ultimately win this series against one of the best teams in the National League and prove to everybody that this team should be buyers and not sellers and losing to another top team in the National League like they did to the Phillies after taking Game 1, Raj.
Yeah, Suzuki, man, that's the guy who's been a giant pain in this series. I mean, he's the guy who does the patient at-bats. Pete Crow-Armstrong, I've watched him since he was in the minor leagues, and he's a guy who's a gamer. He's the kind of guy you want on your team, and he's also going to make a difference with his speed and his defense. But, pick your poison. The Cubs are so deep offensively. They've had all these injuries pitching, and they're still managed to do what they're doing. And so Tigers are going to win. I think that's a bigger series win than the Phillies, personally, because the Cubs in Wrigley, it's a tough place to play.
Yeah, 1,000%. And, we saw that firsthand just these last two games with how much the wind has affected everything. It felt like, yesterday that wind blowing directly at the batters at home plate. And that's something they were talking about on the broadcast yesterday, too. You would have to hit the ball an extra, 50 feet.
Doing great.
Before...
I think I would actually take one of the best drinks in the game. A ice cold water hazard would be phenomenal.
Absolutely,
yeah,
fantastic.
That would be great. Just a cup of ice, and we'll get it with a little slice of lemon. Would be great. Thank you so much.
Shout out
Take
to
over for a second.
Founders.
Got a little
Shout
technical.
All right, all good. And man. Listen, this offense is going to have to come out in a special way because you have Gleyber Torres, who has a scheduled rest for tonight, and we're going to have to figure out a way to get guys on base, generate runs, because that was something that we saw in yesterday's game. As soon as Gleyber Torres came back, it felt like the pressure was relieved so much on the rest of the lineup, and you have Kerry Carpenter, who's back. I didn't expect him to be back so soon, but he is back in the lineup today, so pretty surprising there. Colt Keith is going to have to continue to stay hot. Spencer Torkelson is going to have to start getting home runs when it isn't just garbage time, like he did yesterday. He got, 2 days ago. I'll give him the credit there. But the heart of this lineup is going to have to start getting guys home, and you need to jump on a Colin Ray today.
Yeah, and Colin Ray is a guy, too, that the Tigers, it seems like one of those guys that the Tigers will either do really well against or struggle against. And the thing is, ultimately, about Kerry Carpenter is what concerns me, you can see him when he limped up the other day after he ran the first. I'm still concerned with his overall health. He's been playing on a he played last year on a bad hammy. These guys play hurt. And I don't think he's doing what he's being capable of able to do in terms of his swing capacity right now. And so I think if he's in the back of the lineup tonight, then hopefully Hinch is just doing this not based off of his numbers, because his numbers in July have been terrible, but maybe he saw something bad in practice today or something that allowed him to make this decision. So we'll see.
We will see. And speaking of those numbers in July, and let alone the last 14 days for Kerry Carpenter, in 24 plate appearances, Kerry Carpenter has 0 hits. He has 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. If this Detroit Tigers team is going to surge and go on that run and be successful, Kerry Carpenter can't be a ghost, fellas. He truly does pack such a punch towards the bottom of that lineup in that 6th spot, in that 7th spot, if that's where AJ wants to play him. When he's hitting well, he's usually in that 5 spot or closer to, maybe a Riley Green, a Dylan Dingler, then back to Kerry on the left, right, left. But Kerry Carpenter, he can't keep this up much longer, and we just talked about the possible injury that he had coming back after not getting a hit in your last 24 plate appearances. I'm concerned for Kerry Carpenter. If you want to go back the last 28 days, he's hitting a $159. So Kerry Carpenter means so much to this team, and we know when he gets hot, this Detroit Tiger team
Kevin
follows.
McGonigle, middle. That one pop up to center field for PCA. Quick out, number one. Puts Tigers a little bit, down early, but listen, not too big of a deal.
Not what you want to see out of Kevin. I do like him attacking early, but for a slight little pop-up to Pete Crow-Armstrong, just tough break right there. You kind of maybe want to see him see just a couple more pitches without a big-time factor of Gleyber Torres in the lineup, Raj. I think that's one thing that is so big right now for the Detroit Tigers. McGonigle and Torres, who will not be in the lineup tonight.
Yeah, and, you're talking about injury. We had somebody in the chat ask about Javi Baez. Baez is coming back soon, probably within the next 2 weeks. And that's going to really give them, and he's coming back faster than anticipated. I thought he'd come back at least by August. So that ankle injury was really bad.
Oh, it was terrible.
I saw it.
Carted off.
Yeah, carted off, and so Baez comes back, gives them a different element, allows them to rest McGonigle a little bit in the sense of not having him move him around a little bit more. But yeah, it's just as far as Carpenter goes, another bat that should come up on the lineup tonight, or should come up big, is Spencer Torkelson. Spencer Torkelson needs to. That's a weird stat. Like he finally comes through with bases loaded, but it's still batting over for the month. He hasn't been producing either at all.
Called strike on the sweeper in the bottom corner. 2-2 count for Dylan Dingler.
I feel like the way last night went, fellas, if you go 1-2-3 in the first, it doesn't feel great with what the Cubs did.
Not at all. Swing and a miss, that one for Dylan Dingler. That is not what you want to see. Colin Ray getting the off-speed working quickly here, and just like that, what was that, 7 pitches and 2 outs already for Chicago.
But I think the Tigers, when they're aggressive like this, it benefits them. It's just a matter of who's on the mound, really. They when they get aggressive and get early in the counts, it does pay off better for them.
Colt Keith in the 3 spot there. Looked like a little bit of an auto take for pitch 1.
Yeah, and that's the thing right there with McGonigle swinging at that first pitch. It did look like an auto take for Colt. 7 pitches.
Fouls that one off. 1-1 count.
Where are you guys at with Colt
count.
Keith and what you've seen so far? It's been an up and down season. We know the power surge came kind of late. It seems like he's getting that, contact to all fields kind of going back right now for Colt. Where are you at, Raj, at your confidence level? And Colt Keith, that he can be a key factor of this lineup moving forward, not just for this year, but for many years to come.
I was looking up his defensive numbers the other day, and he actually above average. He's a plus defender, so he's doing a good job at third base.
Yep.
He's an enigma in a sense that you feel like this is not the final form version of Be All Dragon Ball Z of what we're seeing with him right now. But the fact he's contributing when the Tigers need him to is better than for being a corner guy. You want to see a little more power. That's the only I guess my only complaint with him right now.
Yeah, and I thought the decision to pinch hit him early and then replace him with who they replace him with? Howie Lee. After only 2 at-bats for Colt Keith was, in my opinion, I think that was a little bit of a mistake. I think Colt Keith is a guy that hasn't had enough opportunities as is, and there's a base knock for Colt Keith, but he's going to, unfortunately, right into the glove of the second baseman. That's going to be the 3rd out for Detroit in the top of the first. Colin Ray makes his way out of the first inning with minimal pitches on that count.
Terrible to see for the Tigers there, Gordo.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 in the first. Never terrible as the time at Art and Jake's. We're at the one in Shelby Township, and we are having the best drink in the game out right now. It is Water Hazard, the very first canned vodka cocktail from Founders. They are absolutely delicious, and I think we have one going on some ice right now. Shout out to Alicia here, and they do a phenomenal job, not just with the best food in the game, but cold drinks and great service. So make sure to tip your waiters and waitresses all the time. Live here at Art and Jake's.
Look at that.
To enjoy some Water Hazard,
fantastic.
watching the Detroit Tigers all summer long.
Yeah.
Shout out. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Cheers.
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 Shout out, gentlemen.
Shout out to hopefully a big-time Detroit Tigers victory, as we are going to be sipping some Water Hazard from Founders. Make sure you try it, whether you're at the ballpark, a golf course, or whether you are enjoying them at an Art and Jake's location by you.
I might have to get me some all-day IPA here in a minute. You know,
That's
I'm a little bit
really
more of a beer guy, but I mean the water hazards are fantastic. But you know, I think I might have to opt for the pull the righty in. Give me the all-day IPA, the old reliable.
The old reliable, as Art and Jake's is the most reliable place around, and we are doing a free raffle. So please ask your server for raffle tickets to enter. We have 3 exclusive, hot off the press, Art and Jake's merchandise here to be given away tonight. So make sure to please ask your server for raffle tickets to enter, and you have a chance to win one of 3 t-shirts, most exclusive t-shirts around at Art and Jake's. We'll be doing a giveaway after the 3rd inning, after the 6th inning, and after the 9th inning. So ask your server to enter for free right now.
Kiter Montero taking the mound for the Detroit Tigers. He's boasting a 3.22 ERA on the year and has a K rate of 18%. Has been showing a lot of promise for these Detroit Tigers so far this season. And he can do it all. If he doesn't have the swing and miss going, he can go to the soft contact. And, you know, he's such an adaptable guy. I mean, he has, you know, over the course of this season and last season too, quickly become one of my favorite Detroit Tigers on the entire roster.
Yeah, and I kind of called him out early this season as a potential star, which some people didn't like, but he's been playing like it. He's been one of the most valuable players on the Detroit Tigers roster from the start this season after he got the call back, and he has been so valuable. It can't even, you know, be put into words here. Kiter Montero, whether he's coming out of the bullpen to save you in extra innings when guys are on base, getting out of trouble, or starting games, Kiter Montero can do it all. Super happy to see him starting this one off in a must-win game.
Kiter Montero gets the changeup going on PCA, 2-2 count. That was a beautiful pitch there, and PCA whiffed on that one hard.
Raj, did you see this Kiter Montero that we are now seeing in his repertoire when he was, you know, developing with the Detroit Tigers? And if you're just joining us, we have Rogelio of Tigers Minor League Report. No one better in the game to do it with as Kiter Montero strikes out PCA, Gordo. That's what I'm talking about.
That was fantastic.
And Montero's fastball has been getting better. He's been setting it up better. One of the things that he did in the minors, when I talked to him a couple of years ago, right before he got called up, the Tigers, believe it or not, before this, didn't have their instructions in Spanish. So these pitchers were getting these instructions and not be able to translate that well. Once, and this was during the Avila era, keep that in mind. And Montero, once he get that adjustment, he became more of a strikeout pitcher versus a soft contact guy, and that's what helped him out. This year, I understand that the strikeout numbers are not up, but it's okay. The fastball velocity is, and he has really done a good job working with Dylan Dingler to set up his secondaries. And that the key to him in the minor leagues was getting ahead, and his command was really good. And so we're seeing that firsthand here. He is on pace to be one of the Tigers that have not had a lot of international success with pitchers, and he's shaping up to be one of the better ones they've ever signed. And I mean, is it kind of sad a little bit? Yes. We've seen other teams do this already, but the Montero is on his way.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely thrilled with what I've seen out of Kiter Montero right now. He's got Seiya Suzuki at a 2-1 count. Let's see what he's dialing up here.
I've loved Suzuki, and this is a guy where if I'm the Detroit Tigers, depending on what they get in a Tarik Skubal return, which we will talk about more later, and I saw a super chat, so when will Max Clark get called up? We're going to break that down on the post-game show, so make sure you stay tuned because I'm so excited to hear Raj's take on
Kiter Montero drops that slider, bottom rail, works Suzuki to a 3-2 count. We'll see a payoff pitch incoming.
I cannot wait to get to the Max Clark call-up stuff as Kiter Montero tries to get his back-to-back strikeout.
Montero, Suzuki barrels it. This one going, and gone.
As soon as I told you, this was the guy who's going to pain the ass. He punishes mistakes. and Montero left it right over, and I was like, that's a cookie. That's, yeah.
Oof.
Yep.
It's only one, yeah.
109.2 off of the bat for Seiya Suzuki, but like Riley said, it's only one.
Only one.
But it did feel, after going 1-2-3 on what happened last night, to get punched in the mouth again early, the Tigers have to be ready for a heavyweight fight, because you cannot get punched early as if what happened last night and not be ready to fight back. And what you saw in the top of that first inning, go to 1-2-3 with Kevin McGonigle, Dylan Dingler, and Colt Keith, this team better be ready.
Yeah, no, there's no excuse. I mean, that's something that AJ Hinch has spoken about previously in some of the post games, is that this team has been playing October baseball for months now. Like, this team has had their back against the wall. Every single game is a game 7, is I believe what the quote was. Mm-hmm. So for the intensity to not be there last night, I kind of understand. You go down 6-0, and that's Michael Bush getting the base knock out to Outman. And, you can't have that. Keider Montero giving up a little bit of contact early. We're going to see if he can make some adjustments, get his way out of the bind. 1 out, 1 on in the bottom of the first. Chicago up 1-0 in this matchup.
Yeah, that's not how you want to start a game coming after last night. I'm just going to double down on that. But Seiya Suzuki, I mean, he's a great hitter. Alex Bregman, also a great hitter. This is where you could get in serious trouble, as they showed last night. They can take it. 2 pitchers early in the game, as they did to Framber Valdez, and make you work. Double play would go a long way here, fellas.
1,000%.
Yes,
and Alex Bregman would be just the guy to do it too. If you can keep him off base.
They're trying to throw that sinker there. They get that double play.
Yeah, and get to the bottom of the lineup for the Cubs. That can give you a lot better of a chance. But there's been some guys on the bottom of this lineup that have actually, impressed me. And it's something where, it's tough, because you think you get past Bregman. Okay, you got, Horner.
Just got a piece.
Carson Kelly's really good.
Yeah, Carson Kelly's been fantastic. Dansby Swanson has been killing you this series.
Dansby Swanson, fan of the network. Gave us an interview last season. Shout out to Dansby Swanson. I asked him if he could play center field like Javi Baez. He said, definitely not as good as Javi.
Right on.
And I would need a bigger glove.
Shout out. He knows his
Dansby.
place. Wow, hey, shout out to Dansby. Humble guy. Keider Montero can't get this one into the zone. 87-mile-an-hour slider. Far and out. Yeah, 2 count for Alex Bregman here.
And we know what happened yesterday with having to use, obviously, Madden after and multiple pitchers, and then you did throw out, McKinstry and Rogers. Oh, foul ball for Alex Bregman, luckily. But you know what's happened the last 2 days with the bullpen. Keider Montero already up to 19 pitches with 1 out here in the first. This is a big time, not just at bat, but inning, if you can keep this pitch count down, if you want to go late in this game, Keider.
All right, 1-2 pitch. Can't find the zone again. Sinker low and away.
He's trying to get Bregman a chase.
Yeah.
We need him to go at least 5 today.
1,000%. I mean, your bullpen is so taxed. You've used, 8 relief pitchers over the last 2 days. You need to give your boys some rest. Keider Montero, another one almost in the dirt there. He's going to rack up another full count. Keider Montero already at 21 pitches.
We got a Let's Go Cubs in the chat. Welcome in, but we ain't saying that, as Alex Bregman is looking at a 3-2.
Right on. Interesting.
Montero.
There we go.
Bregman gets underneath it for a pop fly, and that one into the glove of Kevin McGonigle for out number 2.
Shout out to I Ain't Say That with the Super Chat live watch party on a Wednesday. Count me in. Shout out to I Ain't Say That. We appreciate you tuning in, as you always are in the Woodward Tiger chat. We appreciate you. Make sure to subscribe to Woodward Sports. Smash the like button on this stream and subscribe to Woodward Tigers. We are trying to bring you guys the most exclusive content out of anybody in the city. So make sure to give Woodward Tigers a subscribe, and make sure to stay tuned for all the content, as Keider Montero trying to get out of trouble here in the first.
And Ian Happ is not don't let the batting average fool you. Ian Happ's got some pop to him too. In addition to being a plus defender, that error he made the other night really threw me off.
Yeah, 1,000%. A 2-time Gold Glove winner, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean he's somebody that's been a strength of his game for a long time now. Ooh, bottom rail changeup.
Challenge it.
Oh, come on!
I wanted. It was a strike. I wanted him to challenge it because it looked like he was chatting with them.
Right.
Shout out to BMe6969. Will there be a Maz sighting tonight? Sadly, no Maz tonight. Oh!
Swing and a miss for Ian Happ.
What
fantastic pitch from Kiter Montero.
When he can get that pitch going, that low, he's got really good tumble fade action on that pitch.
Yeah,
that's his money pitch because that has the same kind of action as a sinker. So if he can get that going, people swing over the top of it.
Kiter Montero 1-2 pitch.
There we go.
On the curveball.
Nails.
Well
Nails.
done, Kiter Montero.
Well done indeed, Gordo. He had the curveball to completely miss that bat there for his 26th pitch of the first inning, but luckily only damage being the solo shot by Seiyu Suzuki, one of the most dangerous hitters in the game. I would love to see him in a Tiger uniform in later years to come because that guy crushes lefties. And Seiyu Suzuki, he was able to crush a righty there, but Kiter Montero and the Detroit Tigers find themselves down 1-0 to start this game going into the second inning, but
yeah, I'm not
sweating too bad. That's how you come back right there.
Yeah, 1,000%. And listen, this isn't like last night where you're dealing with traffic all night. Listen, Kiter Montero gave up the one shot there, but at the end of the day, right, as long as you're not letting up too much traffic, if that's all that you allow is one or two of those solo shots, you can live with that.
Yeah.
You can you have enough bats on this team where you should be able to have some backup from your teammates and still consider one or two earned runs a successful inning.
Sandwich, by the way, was Detroit. What did I say earlier?
It was it's the
Detroit cheesesteak.
Yeah, it's the Detroit cheesesteak. I had one. It was phenomenal. The onion rings are great. The food here at Art and Jake's is second to none. Great food all the time. They have a location near you. We are at the Shelby
Township location here on 23 Mile. So if you guys have not checked it out, make sure that you do if you're around the area. But if you're not in the area, don't worry. Art and Jake's has locations all over Southeast Michigan, Northville, Sterling Heights, and many more. So make sure that you guys go and check out Art and Jake's. It's fantastic food and a chill atmosphere. So
the best in the game by far. So many TVs in here. You can't look one way without seeing the game and
without seeing three different games.
Exactly. They have the best games out here.
They have TVs above the urinals.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, Baltimore's looking to break Boston's 15-game winning streak right now.
Yeah, this is something I'm really intrigued.
I would love to see that.
Team that you are playing here very soon.
Yeah, after that Royals series.
Yeah.
And speaking of the Royals, that's why this Cubs game is so big
huge.
to win this series as Riley Green steps into the box. Looks at ball one, shout out.
Good eye, that was a good
That's
take.
why this game is so huge, because you have the Royals coming into town without Bobby Witt Jr., one of the best players in baseball. Riley Green gets a changeup, center cut, just misses it, foul. And without Bobby Witt Jr., you can legitimately talk about a 4-game sweep. Anything can happen in baseball, but you legitimately can when you have your pitching lined up with Melton, with Skubal on Friday. You got Valdez going Sunday.
Riley Green, another tip right to first baseman, and yeah, that's tough. That's not the greatest at-bat from Riley Green. I don't think he really wanted to swing at that one.
That was
Last minute, tried to ease off of that one, but Colin Ray got the best of him.
Yeah, it looked like an afterthought swing. It really did.
Yeah.
And that's what you can't do in this kind of game. You can't be given the 50%. Should I do it? Shouldn't I do it? It looks like they're pressing just a little bit early in this one. Obviously, Dingler's been so elite with 2 strikes. Kevin McGonigle tried to get out on that first one. Torkelson steps in.
Yeah, and Spencer Torkelson, somebody who's been struggling as of late. I think, listen, defensively, he, is still very viable, right? Like, I'm glad that we have him at first, the super scooper, as you will. But, yeah.
Raj.
Love it.
Spencer Torkelson fouls this one away. 0-2 count for Torque as he finds himself down early.
I see what you did there.
Pitcher-friendly count.
He scoops up a lot of that.
He does. He sure does.
Yeah.
And,
Shout out.
hopefully the sun right in Colin Ray's face can mess with him a little bit here. Come on. All right. 1-2 count for Spencer Torkelson. He's in 205 on the season.
After what you saw last night and what you're seeing early out of these Detroit Tigers hitters, they're not picking up on these pitchers who have very bad earned run averages so far. Like, you need to take advantage when you get blessed in a series like they have. As Torkelson pounds to deep left center.
Go!
Good! Let's go! Spencer Torkelson, Gordo. You call for maybe a Spencer Torkelson home run. You got one.
No way, man. I said we were both saying that. It was just like it was. Torque needed to.
Oh!
Let's go.
And just like that, the Tigers are up, or the Tigers have tied the game 1-1. Any bad vibes that you had going into this one? Listen, it's might as well be a 0-0 game. Like this tie game, and that was fantastic.
Oh, that meatball! It was a pitch that was trailing away, and he was able to center up to it. Nice job there by Torkelson.
Just like Suzuki took advantage of a rough pitch from.
What's going on?
Interesting TV glitch there. But just like Suzuki took advantage of the mistake from Montero, Torkelson takes advantage of the mistake there from Colin Ray. And, we got a ball game, folks.
We got a ball game indeed. And Spencer Torkelson, if it wasn't for that win last night, he would have had one himself. Spencer Torkelson with a no-doubt blast here in Wrigley to give the Detroit Tigers tied at 1. Kerry Carpenter steps up. I believe they just flashed on the screen. I had on my sheet he's 0 for 24. He's had 24 plate appearances without a hit. I think they might have just said 27.
Yeah.
Kerry Carpenter, now or never, buddy.
Struggling.
Back to back. Let's do this thing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He's late. He's been late on things. It's concerning. I'm really
Shout out.
I mean, the spin is just absolutely makes this guy swing out of his shoes. It's almost cartoonish.
He's not seeing it well. And last year,
for his last 27.
Yep. And I asked. It's the current.
Oh my God! He's tied for the longest drought in the MLB right now without a hit.
Is he tied with James Outman? No, I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. We got Kerry Carpenter.
Count. Kerry Carpenter.
That's what you've been seeing a lot too.
Get out of play.
Territory.
I'll tell you something real quick.
What up?
All right, live to fight.
And into
Live
the
to play.
dugout of the Chicago Cubs. He's fighting him off, but we'll see if Kerry can finally snap the streak. Come on, Kerry. We believe in you.
So as far as he goes, I mean, it's just. I'm looking up the stat. Yeah, he's batting like 0.77 right now in the month of July.
Yeesh.
Shout out to Spencer Torkelson, though. Way to get the boys back fired up. 2-2 count.
Another foul.
But as you saw with that foul out to the left side, like you've been seeing a lot of that from Kerry Carpenter. And when he is thriving, you're not seeing those weak pop-ups to left field and weak pop-ups like fouling out. So make sure this guy's got to lock it back in and start obviously barreling up some baseballs. Over his last 27, but he's due.
I would hope he's due. I kind of hate that saying.
Takes
the top rail, four-seamer for a base hit into shallow right field. Kerry Carpenter gets on base and ends the streak.
Now it's time to go 26 in a row.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to our guy Riley is our TD today. Riley, shout out. Thanks for being here. How excited are you to be at Art and Jake's? I mean, how about this place?
This is my hometown Art and Jake's.
Let's go!
I'm about 10 to 15 minutes away from this place. Shelby Township native.
Nice.
It's good to be out here. And, dang.
The catch from Swanson.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
No, really cool to be here, and it's my first time TDing, so take it easy on me.
Shout out
to Riley.
So Torkelson and Carpenter heading into tonight were both batting 100 in the month of July. So both came up really clutch there. Yeah, man, that's a good catch.
Yeah, it feels like they got an amazing outfield when it comes to defense. I mean, I'm not sure exactly how Suzuki grades out if he's not DHing, but Shout out to everybody in the chat joining us. We got tons of people flooding in after that torque bomb. Shout out to Spencer Torkelson. We got How You Lee stepping up. Guy on first. They paint the outside with a slider. But How You Lee, I mean, this has been one of the big stories of the year for the Detroit Tigers. When Torres went down, How You Lee is fit in just fine. Speaking of that big shot in the LA series.
Oh, How You Lee takes pitch one, sinker, 93 mile an hour, bottom
a lot more
rail.
patient at the plate, too.
Yeah, you're going to get some swing and miss. I mean, obviously that high fastball was kind of hard for him to let off for a little bit, but How You Lee can change this game with a swing of the bat.
Let's see what happens here.
Ball gets away. Carey's not moving too well right now. Looks like he stayed. There it is. The Cubs' defensive ranks in the outfield.
Holy
first in outs above average, first in fielding run value, and first in defensive run saved with 66. That's
pretty
absurd.
incredible.
Yeah. They are. It's a well-oiled machine out there.
Colin Ray 1-2 pitch at the nose of How You Lee there. Worked it up to a 2-2 count.
Shout out to our guy Broder in the chat. Hopefully we can get him on another one of these soon. He's out here being a great father. Shout out. How You Lee, just talking about it there, Raj, that patience to lay off the slider, and they tried to beat him with that high fastball. How do you attack him if you're opposing pitcher right now, Raj?
You know what? I'd probably go back to sequencing another slider, and he's probably sitting fastball. Let's go with another slider again. See what they do here.
How You Lee, 3-2 count. Gets a barrel on that one, but not enough. Easy routine play at first, and that will end the inning.
How You Lee grounds out as Spencer Torkelson ties it up for the Detroit Tigers there, showing some life. Had a guy on first as well, trying to threaten, but that's exactly what you want to see after your pitcher, Keider Montero, gives up a home run. You get right back on track with it as the Detroit Tigers tie this game. We got Keider Montero. I think it's big. I think it's crucial. You got to induce some weak contact, and you got to be in the zone early, Raj, so he can get deep into this game.
Yeah, and it's important, too, with the Cubs, too, that he has some quick innings here. Just to be efficient, we want to stick to like having at least 12, 13 pitches, and really, ideally, a good outing for him would to go. I love for him to go 6 innings tonight, go like at least 100 pitches, and it's been a while for him. So that's what I'm curious about, is how much he's been stretched out, and be able to step up and do that for the Tigers. So they definitely need that tonight.
They definitely do,
No
and
doubt.
he has been so crucial for this team's success on the current run that they've been on. When they asked him to go to the bullpen, saving games for the Detroit Tigers, multiple innings, getting them out of every single big pickle that they seem to have been in. They've been truly turning it around, and Keider Montero is a big reason why this team's ERA has been one of the best in baseball since June, probably prior to last night, and obviously the blow-up, but I'm excited from what I've seen out of Keider Montero, and to me, to pair him with a stud pitcher like Troy Melton, the future ace of the Detroit Tigers, I believe that can be a perfect pairing, because Troy Melton, to me, makes Tarek Skubal expendable. As crazy as that sounds, Tarek Skubal, when he goes, I think Troy Melton immediately becomes the ace of the Detroit Tigers. This year, he has a 1.80 ERA in 55 innings with a .873 whip and 50 Ks. He has a 5-1 record. He has started 9 games, and he's been completely dominant for the Detroit Tigers. And if he qualified for innings, he'd be second in the MLB, only behind Jacob Mizorowski in terms of ERA.
Whoa.
You're talking about the second best ERA in baseball if he qualified. Troy Melton is a future superstar. Honestly, I'd call him a superstar right now. I think he's going to be your next Justin Verlander, Tarek Skubal. Troy Melton is extremely high praise for only pitching 100.2 career innings, but that's what I've seen out of Troy Melton, not just with his stuff, but with his mental makeup to be great as well.
Great change up there from Keider Montero and Nico Horner to swing out of his shoes, man.
What a blunder by Horner the other night.
Oh, my God.
When he had the double play on Carey.
That was a game-changing moment for the Tigers.
Sure. Yeah.
That's what I got confused with Ian Happ. It was Horner that did that. But here's the thing.
Another swing and a miss for Montero.
I'm not going to try to be a Debbie Downer, and it sounds like I'm being a Debbie Downer, but I want to wait until I see a full season for Melton to declare him the next Justin Verlander. He is a very cool, collected guy. He's a good pitcher. He's got a lot of upside. For me, especially with young pitchers where the arm injuries are and everything like that, I want to see a full, healthy season from him where he's dominating like this. And the small sample size has been great. I just want to see a full season of it.
From Melton?
Yeah.
Yeah. It has been great to see, though. That's definitely great point. Yeah. Oh, no. Get foul. Get foul.
All right. Horner fouls that one away deep left field.
2-2
A little
count.
bit of a scary one there. Luckily, the wind was working in your favor.
Yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat. We got some people from both sides there. Rando Small says Jackson Jobe will have something to say about that.
Ooh.
Grounder.
There we go. Good charge.
Into the glove of
Bang.
Colt Keith, right to Torkelson.
Colt Keith.
Fantastic. Yeah, what a play. I mean, listen.
Great read.
Yeah, Colt Keith, I like to say, Colt Keith giveth and he taketh. Sometimes, man, he makes a great play like that to, keep you clean and keep traffic off the base paths. And sometimes, man, he makes a brutal error. When,
he will sometimes, but that was a good read on that one. That's how you have
1000%.
to play those baseballs. You cannot wait on the back of your heels as we get Kyder Montero looking for a quick outing.
Ooh, Montero busting out
Curveball's
the
nasty.
knuckle curve. That was
When that knuckle
gross.
curve is on, it's really good.
Yeah. So far, the knuckle curve and the slider are two pitches that I've really liked that I've from Kyder Montero tonight. Four-seamers, here and there, just kind of more so depends on where he utilizes that.
Shout out to everybody
Thank you so
joining
much.
us as they show their
Perfect.
fourth pinch hit home run of the season for Michael Conforto, most in the MLB. Yeah, I know one thing's for certain. Conforto can crush right-handed pitching.
And I also know one thing's for certain. Founders All Day IPA keep you locked in.
Shout out to Founders All Day IPA and their water hazards. It's 5%. It is their very first vodka-based canned craft cocktail, and we are drinking them at Art and Jake's in Shelby Township. Phenomenal job that they do. Art and Jake's, best food in the game, coldest drinks, best waitress and waiter and waitresses, excuse me. But Grounder there for the Cubs.
So let me ask you guys a question. Who do you think leads the Tigers in outs above average?
Outs above average?
Yeah, outs above average.
Colt Keith.
I'll say
Close, though.
Kerry
McGonigle.
Carpenter.
What'd you say?
Well, explain outs above average, please.
So outs above average is the cumulative effect of an individual
Swing and
play.
a miss for Kyder Montero. Sorry.
That's okay. That's more important. It's the cumulative effect of individual plays of a fielder credited or debited to, making it a base range metric of fielding skill. So basically, in other words, a fielder who catches 25% out probability gets 75. One who fails to get it minus 25.
So it's a
essentially-
defensive stat.
Yeah, it's a defensive stat.
Oh, okay.
I'm
yeah.
going to go McGonigle.
No.
Oh, God. You put me on the spot here. Spencer Torkelson.
No.
Is it McKinstry?
Disco.
Ding, 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 ding.
He has a 6, so he's prevented 5 runs. So, in other words, he's pretty good at defense, which is, I know people complain about him being in the lineup, but this is the reason why he's in the lineup. So,
He can play everywhere, too.
Yeah.
That's the thing, though.
Thank
It's like, shout out to Kerry Carpenter getting the base knock earlier, but Kerry Carpenter is one of those guys where if he is not producing offensively, he is next to useless for this roster.
Yeah.
And you hate to say it, I know that sounds harsh, but it is very true. What he gives you in right field is not the greatest.
Another bouncer does third.
What a pull.
Kelly.
There we go.
Fantastic play at first.
nice shot by Keith there on that grounder. I get that.
Carson Kelly gets a sharp ground ball to third. Keith able to make the play at first, and due up next, Kevin McGonigle. So we're going to see back to the top of the order for the Detroit Tigers.
It's surprising to see Colt Keith fourth on that list.
you,
That
man.
is a great point there, Raj,
Yeah.
because Colt Keith and what you just saw right there, it was 2 plays. One, he had to rush in even further than the last one and truly kind of show off a little bit of explosive energy from Colt Keith, and he was able to make that throw, and that is crucial to get both of those outs after what portrayed in the first inning and Kyler Montero's pitch count, to be able to make 2 plays that are tough plays. They're not easy. Colt Keith standing, his ground for Kyler Montero right there. That's massive in terms of the pitch count.
Because there's always been talks about his range because of his shoulder. He didn't do shoulder surgery, but he shows his range. He was a pretty good defender in the minor leagues. It was just a matter of just getting more reps at third, and I thought he would be starting at second at some point, but third base, and he's been able to handle it just fine.
Yeah, for sure. Real quick, guys, do we want to go around the AL Central and check in on our division opponents?
Let's do it.
All right, so starting off with the KC Royals, they took down the San Francisco Giants today with a score of 5-4. Then going over to the White Sox, they are in the middle of the third at the Texas Rangers, tied at 1 apiece. And
Go Rangers.
Yeah, right on. And let's see here. We have an AL Central matchup between the Minnesota Twins and the Cleveland Guardians. Right now, the Twins are up 7-4 on the Guards. It's the top of the 7th. So for that one, go Twins. I mean, they're comfortably behind us, or not behind us, a little bit ahead of us. But I'm sorry, I was thinking about the Royals.
But I'm still rooting for the Twins over that one.
Yeah,
because I don't think they're going to be contenders at the end of the day. And talk about contenders. I mean, the Cleveland Guardians, how does this team do it? They bring up the best rookie pitcher probably in baseball, and they got Chase DeLauter, who since he got back from injury has been on a tear. He has 6, 7, 8, 9 hits in his last 5 games entering tonight. Chase DeLauter, I mean, shout out to him for the interview, but that guy's going to be a problem for years to come.
I mean, Cleveland, they've got consistent starting pitching, reliable guys in the bullpen, and they play damn good defense.
Exactly.
That is a very, very tough combination, to go up against for anybody that's why it feels like it's so bad for the Tigers, especially they play that small ball. The Tigers at times have really struggled with the infield defense, especially. So they match up especially well against the Detroit Tigers.
And
James
one guy
Outman here, 1-1 count.
Yeah, talk about consistency. A guy that hasn't been consistent at the plate. 152 average, 490 OPS. You brought him in for his defense. As he breaks the curse right there.
Yeah.
You need to see it more. If he wants to be a big league player, James Outman needs to show a little bit more of that. Get on base. Use your speed. He has been a strikeout machine in the bottom of this lineup, but if he can do that and get on for guys like Kevin McGonigle, a guy like Gleyber Torres, he's going to be able to score some runs like Zach McKinstry did in years prior, getting on in that bottom of that lineup. Yeah. Hopefully, James Outman can start to heat up before they possibly get a center fielder back.
Yeah, I know that people were going to say, what about Max Clark? We'll talk about after the game. But my whole thing is that Outman has been able to provide good defense. The metrics are there as well. He isn't a liability. When I first signed him, I just was baffled by it. He gave it the occasional pop, but that just every once in a great while after his rookie season.
Get on your horse.
There we go. There we go.
Let's go.
Nice read there by Outman, too, on that single. If you notice that right there, that wasn't going to be a guaranteed thing to go right up there in second base, and he read that play very well. Nice job there.
Runners on the corners for the Detroit Tigers, and all of a sudden, Colin Ray's in a little bit of trouble here. Top of the third tie ball game right now, and Kevin McGonigle continuing to show
professional hitter,
1,000%, continuing to show how lethal he is at the top of this lineup. And we've seen this all year, guys. It shouldn't be a surprise anymore.
When you're in the same classification as Ty Cobb, you are a special player.
You're doing something right.
Yeah. But it's the matter of the Tigers have never. I know in all you guys' lifetime.
Booner's calling a home run. I want that to be known.
Okay, so you want
Booner's calling a homer.
Yeah. I say, I'm gonna
Dylan Dingler 3-run homer. That would be something now.
I say a double in the left center gap. That's what I'm gonna call it. That's my call. But when you have a guy like that we've never seen, we have a once-in-a-generation player with McGonigle.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll pull up a stat here when we get to a break that we can talk about with Kevin McGonigle, because what Detroit Tigers PR put out, that was an unbelievable stat. But as we look at Dylan Dingler, runners on the corner, 0 outs.
That was close.
Almost gets hit, but friendly count.
Was that the Ty Cobb stat? Or was that different?
No, there's a different one with 5 Hall of Famers.
Just to recap
in the
that
Hall.
one.
Real quick, though, before let's check out on Dylan Dingler, 2-1,
Right
looking to do damage right here, Gordo.
2-1 count. Colin Ray hits away.
That was a good
Gets him with the
sweeper.
sweeper.
That was a good sweeper.
Yeah, no, seriously,
Side.
yeah, good call. That pitch came right back in on the inside corner.
He got him on the changeup in the first inning. We'll see what he goes with here.
2 Tiger rookies in the last 75 years, the season of 800-plus OPS. Matt Noakes and Tony Clark.
Ah, crap.
God damn it.
I almost said, do you think about sending McGonigle? They were reading that the whole way.
Yeah,
Kevin
right.
McGonigle gets thrown out for the first time this season with Dylan Dingler up. It looked like they were...
I don't know why you're trying to run on Carson Kelly, though.
Did that?
He was out by a mile.
Yeah.
No, but I was looking at Dingler's knee there. That didn't. I mean, it didn't matter anyway. But that didn't hit Dingler.
No.
Yeah, that you hate to see that. I mean, he didn't
3-2.
even. I was about to say he was taking a little bit of a conservative lead. I mean, didn't look too crazy from our camera angle, but it was enough for the Cubs to key in on, and they made the routine play It made it look like a routine play.
No, but it's just Carson Kelly's got such a good arm on him. Good defensive value for the Cubs.
I do want to send Kevin McGonigle a little bit more, but something happened on that one. He didn't get a great read. But Dylan Dingler, 3-2 count.
Payoff pitch for Colin.
Swing and a miss.
Sweeper again. Damn it.
Oh, man. For Colin Ray, that sweeper tonight has been pretty lethal.
Tigers.
That's his second strikeout tonight.
You got to be better than this.
Have to be.
Yeah.
You have to be. You get guys on the corners, first and third, nobody out. All-star Kevin McGonigle gets thrown out for the first time at second base. Dylan Dingler strikes out for the second time, this time on a slider. First one on a changeup. Colt Keith has to come through right now.
Cole Keith fouls away the first pitch.
That hurts.
Yeah,
that hurts
frickin'
bad.
hurts,
That
man.
feels like
Right at your knuckles.
I feel like I just took an
right there.
arrow to the heart.
Yeah.
All right.
Colt Keith has to pick us up right now.
Yeah, no,
He's
1,000%.
He's
1,000%.
due.
Home run would be nice right now.
Another
Or a single.
foul tip.
Or a single going left to opposite field single.
I mean, you got Riley Green coming up right after this. It's not the end of the world if
No, but
Cole Keith is able to get a base
yeah,
hit.
but it's 2 outs though. I mean, he's
You put guys on the corners with nobody out. You have to take advantage. 0-2 count on Colt
doubt.
Keith.
Come on, buddy.
Ball away. Yeah, 4-seam fastball that time, 92 miles per hour. I mean, Ray has an inflated ERA for a reason. Like, you can do damage, and you have to take advantage of these situations. The Cubs will not go away on offense. Colt Keith, 1-2. Battles off a tough changeup.
We'll take it.
If you're an opposing team's pitcher, Raj, how are you attacking Colt Keith right here, 1-2? What are some improvements that you want to see Colt Keith?
I'd like to see him. They're going to try to get him inside because he can extend his hands very well. So if I was a pitcher, I would try to jam him and, like I just mentioned, go inside, go low and away, get him something to chase.
Slider in the dirt. 2-2 count now for Colt Keith.
He does a really good job of extending his hands too when he gets that fastball high in the zone too. Yep. So see what they do here.
Something special right here would go a long way for the Detroit faithful.
Here we go. Way to work it.
Sinker almost at Colt Keith's knees there. Colt Keith makes his way, finds his way into a full count after being down, 2-0.
Kevin Jeffrey with just a terrible take in the Woodward Sports chat.
Here we go.
He went. Can't challenge that, but that ball wasn't even close to the strike zone.
Another half measure.
Has to be better than that on that swing. I think he was thinking something in. It was completely outside. Colt Keith's got to be better than that. And the Detroit Tigers get guys on first and third after the 9-hitter who has a sub-500 OPS gets a single. Kevin McGonigle moves him up to third. You send McGonigle and Dingler's at bat. He gets thrown out for the first caught stealing of his short, young, stellar career. Dylan Dingler strikes out for the second time early, thrives with 2 strikes and runners in scoring position. And Colt Keith on a ball that was all the way out onto the south side of Chicago strikes out. Disappointing half of that inning for the Detroit Tigers.
All right.
As we have the raffle for the most exclusive Art and Jake's t-shirts. We are doing the raffle into the 3rd inning here for the most exclusive Art and Jake's t-shirts, one of 3 in the world. Ask your waiter for a raffle ticket to get one of these t-shirts or waitress. Shout out to, who do we have there, Raj?
Violet.
Shout out to Violet. You have won one of 3.
You have to be here.
You have to be here. Do we have a Violet? You are the lucky winner of the
returning
Art
Violet.
and Jake's t-shirt.
Was she out there?
Do we have a Violet? Going once.
Next one. All right, go to the
Going twice. We're going to the next one here. And we have...
Wait.
Do we have one?
Yep.
We're going to check for Violet.
Yeah,
We're checking.
What are the numbers on it?
We have the number. Okay. So we're going for the
going
second
again.
pull here. Oh, we got the Violet.
All right.
Shout out to Violet. Congratulations on winning the exclusive Art and Jake's t-shirt. These shirts are awesome. We're going to be doing a giveaway after the 6th inning, after the 9th inning. Congratulations to Violet. Make sure to ask your waiter for a raffle ticket to enter for free. Shout out to Violet. Congratulations. These shirts are sick. Make sure to go to an Art and Jake's.
Yeah.
They are hot off the press. They're going to be coming out soon. But the only place you can get one right now is to get to Art and Jake's. And we're going to be doing a raffle after the 6th and the 9th. Rogelio, what do we got going?
So somebody was saying in the chat, Max Clark not being in Detroit's a massive swing and a miss by the Tigers. The season is lost. Guys, the season was lost in May. Max Clark has nothing to do with it. He was not even developing then. Knock it off.
Go off,
Come on,
Raj.
folks.
Go off.
Seriously, like Max Clark is a difference maker. Not right now. It has nothing to do with anything. Besides injuries, it's just. Oh, here
we go.
McGonigle in the
McGonigle
zone. Nice job.
Dansby Swanson unable to.
Sorry,
reach
I
base.
just don't. Sorry, it's just Max Clark is a good player, but
Yeah.
chill. Let's just chill here.
We will get
So
to
impatient.
if Max Clark can get called up sometime soon here after the show from the man who knows him the best, who had an exclusive interview on Tigers Minor League Report, and we're lucky to be joined by Rogelio. Shout out. That was an awesome interview that you guys did with him. I'm excited to hear more about that interview, maybe some of your biggest takeaways, and if Max Clark can get there. But we got a Detroit Tiger game to watch, not a Toledo Mudhead one right now. But I'm excited to hear, obviously, your points. I know Max has been on a hot stretch, and I'm excited to hear about, some changes he's made shortly.
Keider Montero starts his second trip through the order with an 0-2 count against the leadoff hitter in Pete Crow-Armstrong. Good spot he's got himself into so far. PCA wanted thought that was a ball. Is not going to get the call there. That is comfortably a strike as well.
Let's go. That's big time. And shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure to smash that like button. We're trying to get to 100 likes. It helps push the stream out. We appreciate you guys. Keider Montero, 0-2 count on PCA, Gordo.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Did he swing?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he sure did.
Nice pitch. Nice. That was a nice sword.
That was
big sword there.
Not only that was a hell of an at-bat, too. That was 3-pitch at-bat. That is a strikeout swinging.
Yeah, look.
Nasty pitch by
Look,
Keider
slider.
Montero
Oosh.
in the dirt.
That is
PCA sword.
Sword worthy. That is.
Wow.
That was sick.
Got him swinging. Shout out to Keider Montero.
Even Dingler didn't know it hit him there.
Yeah. Wow, that was awesome.
Good to strike
see.
him out twice in a game, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Montero's second time against Suzuki. Obviously, the first time Suzuki got the run
Almost got
off
the
of
swing
him.
there.
1-0 count, Seiya Suzuki.
You got to treat this guy with kid gloves, man. He is.
Yeah,
44 OPS.
You can't serve up cookies like you did last at bat.
See what he approaches. Oh, there we go. Nice. I got him on the
There we
ground
go.
ball.
Nice and routine.
Nice.
Let's go.
1, 2,
Easily
3.
He's at 47 pitches.
That was a fantastic inning
He's just
by
going to get back
Montero.
those quick innings. That's what he's doing, and it's made a big difference.
Great job, Kaida Montero there, retiring the side. Green, Torkelson, and Carpenter due up next for the Detroit Tigers.
I'd like to see one of those uppercut Riley Green home runs.
Yes.
Right now to give
exactly
the Detroit Tigers the lead.
Live bet it.
Shout out.
Riley, you want to, if you have Caesars pulled up, you want to give us the odds?
Sure, why not?
Shout out. We'll take a look at the odds here. And before we do, everybody in the chat, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Woodward Sports, and also we are live at the Art and Jake's in Shelby Township. Delicious food, ice cold drinks, brought to you by Water Hazard at Founders. We got an all-day IPA here. We got the Water Hazard here. Drinks are flowing. It's a great time watching the Detroit Tigers play the biggest game of the season. But make sure for us to subscribe to Woodward Tigers. I just put it in the chat. We have branded from Woodward Baseball to Woodward Tigers. It is brand new. Make sure to subscribe to that channel for the most exclusive interviews in the game. We got Bryce Harper, two-time MVP Bryce Harper, glazing Kevin McGonigle. You don't get that anywhere else besides at Woodward Sports and Woodward Tigers. And we're going live after every single home game from the park. We got our guy, Rogelio, to join us at times. Raj, thank you so much for being a big part of Woodward Tigers. We love having you on, as always. And Rogelio, we just talked a little bit about the Kevin McGonigle, Bryce Harper, kind of really hyping him up. I mean, how special is that to hear from a two-time MVP, like just kind of hyping up a guy in Kevin McGonigle, who's a 21-year-old rookie?
Yeah, it's really special because he's backing it up every single time he's out there.
Yeah.
Professional at-bats. The defense has been getting better. But Bryce Harper is not one of those guys that he just doesn't say things to say things. He doesn't pass out compliments easily. And so to me, that was a huge deal, and McGonigle's earned every single moment of it.
And real quick before we get back to the action here in the game, Riley, you want to fire up that Bryce Harper interview real quick?
You know it, I can, absolutely.
Shout out to Riley.
Two-time MVP Bryce Harper here, playing in the All-Star game in Philadelphia and the Home Run Derby. How excited are you to be doing it with teammate Kyle Schwarber?
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun for the fans. I think we're both looking forward to that, doing it at home, in front of our family, in front of our friends. So it should be a lot of fun.
What's the game plan for the Home Run Derby in the new format?
Just try to hit some homers. That's about it.
Going
Slides in save. Riley Green with the Was it a homer? Was it a double? This one's off the ivory. PCA
de la Fiesta. Come on, baby.
PCA couldn't get that one. Riley Green slides and save at second base, and that's what we're talking about live here at Art and Jake's Woodward Baseball. Shout out Woodward Tigers. Subscribe to the channel.
Oh, man.
That was that's how you start an inning right there, fellas.
Yes, absolutely electric. And
now you just
Spencer
got to cash it
Torkelson
in.
here.
Just got to cash it in. Another home run would be nice.
Way to lay off.
His odds going into
away.
that was plus 600.
Nice.
All right.
Didn't hit it, but
there we go.
If you guys would have taken that, you would definitely have a little extra change in your pocket right now. Spencer Torkelson right now with a 207 average, and I think that was a 687 OBP.
I believe it was. Yes, it was.
Colin Ray gets
Nasty
the
cutter.
disgusting cutter, the far corner.
Torkelson is susceptible to those cutters that start on basically the black there and cut outside out of the reach of his swing.
Yeah.
They can get him on that. I mean, it's a nasty pitch
Yeah,
either
I
way.
think plenty of hitters are susceptible to that.
no.
Torkelson. Just barely. Like, if that one's just a couple centimeters up a little bit, you get full contact. That's in the sweet spot.
Yeah.
That thing is gone.
Ray has been doing a good job of busting him away, and then when you give him something inside, got him late on that. That's why that fastball 92 works there.
1,000%. 1-2 pitch. And that one
Wow.
at the knees of Spencer Torkelson.
So they've gone outside and away with the cutter. They've gone middle with the fastball that Torque missed on it, and then low and in with the changeup. So he's seen all three directions here.
Yeah.
Sitting 2-2 right here, Spencer Torkelson.
Good take.
Good take.
Yes, great take. Fantastic. Full count for Spencer Torkelson. And, with Colin Ray, he's all over the place in a good way. right now. He has these Tigers hitters really guessing, not necessarily able to pick up on any patterns or any tendencies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on, Torque.
Full count. Spencer Torkelson. Colin Ray, 3-2 pitch, middle. Spencer Torkelson fights that one off.
Nice job there fighting that off.
Yep, we'll take it. Watch out for that cutter on the outside. That's the pitch I'm going to.
You think?
I hope he doesn't throw that sweeper.
I was gonna say that's what. I was gonna say the
sweeper.
sweeper. Yeah, that sweeper's been really good for him tonight.
60th pitch of the night upcoming for Colin Ray here. We'll see if it's a payoff pitch.
Oh,
let's go, Torque!
Yeah.
Race with the sweeper.
Take from Spencer.
Good call.
Torkelson.
He went the sweeper, but he missed. So
We'll take it. Good
Shout
eye,
out.
Torque. Shout eye, Torque.
2 on base now. No outs for the Detroit Tigers here in the top of the 4th. Great opportunity to get something going here.
Isn't it weird to see that both teams are 6.5 back, but completely different realms of where they're at? It's so weird to me that the NL Central is so stacked and the AL Central is so booty.
Yeah.
That's the Brewers
What's
right
the-
there, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Well,
Yeah,
the Brewers are like 62 and
Best in
37.
baseball.
Yeah.
This is it right now. Kerry Carpenter, he had a single. He broke the streak. And he sends it in the barrel net.
That one, not enough.
No.
Oh, no.
It's good to see him
Won't
just make
advance any
contact.
runners either. Yeah, I mean,
I thought he had
guys,
something.
Guys can't do a Matt Shepard, man. You can't wait for it until it gets back out there.
Shout out to Shep.
Shout out to
Shep.
Shep. Yeah, Matt Shepard's good people.
Oh, funny stuff.
I will take one more of these, please. Thank you. Shout out to the Water Hazards of Founders. Best drink of the game out right now.
McKinstry hit a really good poke at it earlier, but it was a nice light catch by Ian Happ in left field. Yeah. So let's see what
McKinstry just watches that curveball curve into the over into the heart of the plate.
Come on, let's go.
McKinstry gets a barrel on that one, but it's not enough. Foul tip into left field.
Quick 0-2 count for McKinstry after Kerry Carpenter flew out. Guys on first and second. Had 2 guys on, nobody out. Back-to-back innings. You got to find a way to score a run here. McKinstry, 190 batting average, 555 OPS. He's due.
Pop fly into left field. And
that was a little scary. A little sketchy.
Okay. All right, yeah.
Little sketchy. First and second, nobody out. Real quick, first and second, 2 outs.
And these aren't the Yankees, though. These are the Cubs, and they have a fantastic outfield. Their defenders.
Is that Dominguez out there?
Yeah, I mean, they communicate. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, especially with all those defensive run save stats that we were looking at. Yeah. We got a lot of Cubs fans popping in the chat. Welcome.
Yeah, we'll take you with open arms.
Yeah, we'll take you, but we got to take this game. It means more to us, fellas.
Colin Ray, sinker underneath the zone.
How you lead. I mean, we've seen him clutch before, fellas. Yeah. We have.
He's gotten a lot of hits. One of the guys, one of the few guys on this roster that really has a lot of pop in that bat.
Way to lay off.
Solid take.
Yep.
2-0 count for How You Lee. 2 on, 2 out for the Detroit Tigers.
After this pitch, I want to ask you a question about a couple infield prospects. One of them being How You Lee. How You Lee takes that 3-0 count compared to Max Anderson. Actually, we'll talk about it after this at bat because I think it's a little bit of a conversation here because they are both obviously 2 righty infield hitters that came within the Detroit Tigers system, but a 3-0 count.
Tigers take the lead. How You Lee's 5th home run of the year.
Let's go! 3-0. How You Lee does not miss it. Detroit Tigers lead 4-1. That's the rookie that you're giving a green light to on 3-0 in the biggest game of the season. That's what AJ Hinch thinks of How You Lee.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
What an at-bat. 3-0 count. How You Lee destroys the baseball.
I said, hey, home run would be nice here.
Tigers
I said, home run would be nice here.
That's exactly what you got to do on a 3-0 count, man. You got to swing for the fences, and that's what How You Lee did. What a play.
Yeah.
Attaway.
Bonsai.
There we go.
4-1. Detroit Tigers take the lead here in the top of the fourth.
I might have,
outs.
so I apologize
Done
for
on.
my swearing in Spanish. So for anybody out there that may have understood that, you might have to censor it.
Hey, you know what? You got you could have just said that you had a very nice, warm,
how you doing?
encouragement for Colin Ray after that.
That's true.
Shout out, how you doing, how you lead. Let's go, boys. That's exactly what you need from a player getting the start at second base. Gleyber Torres is getting a maintenance day per AJ Hinch. And how you lead, we talked about it after that game against the Angels with 2 outs. You're down a run, and how you lead takes the lead for the Detroit Tigers. That's exactly what you needed to see. Right now, in a 3-0 count, your manager has the confidence in you to take that green light swing. And James Outman strikes out after. That's it, how you lead. Let's go. You take matters into your own hands.
You were going to ask me what the difference between him and Max Anderson is?
Yeah.
Right there.
Power.
Lee has more power, and that's why. That's why Hailu is on this roster, because Hailu, and talking to Scott Harris a few years ago about, he loves Hailu's gamer attitude and everything, but the power is there. He has much more power than Max Anderson. Anderson's going to be a line drive kind of guy, but there's a difference right there. And he also is a better fielder, too. But.
Yeah, that's a great answer, and that's why I think Max Anderson's expendable. In terms, if this Tiger team, and you know what I mean, in terms of buying, if you are, because we have so much infield depth, I think a guy like Hao Yu Lee and what you've seen.
So not expendable like Chris Rodriguez.
For sure not. I'm trading Max Anderson 100 times out of 100 before I trade Chris Rodriguez.
That was just a little, I know.
We're going to let him develop. We're going to let him develop.
No doubt.
Yeah,
Didn't mean to cut you off.
We're good. It's so impressive for Hao Yu Lee, and I know Scott Harris for what he's done at the major league level in terms of signing free agents, the Justin Verlanders, the Alex Cobbs, as of right now, Framber Valdez's, the pitchers who haven't worked out. We know he has spent the money and failed. But I think he can develop talent and, trade for talent for the most part right now from what we've seen. Because how you lead, from what I've seen from a Michael Lorenzen throw-in, trade, that's what you got for a Michael Lorenzen.
Absolutely.
And he's coming up, and he looks like the future starting second baseman for the Detroit Tigers. I'm just going to say that. Yeah, I do believe Hao Yu Lee has that potential next year if he continues to ascend the way he has.
Yeah, I think the one thing he has to prove on a little bit is the Matt Verlaine. Matt Verlaine defensively has been pretty good too, but Nick Maton, you got nothing on him. Remember Donnie Sands? No one remembers Donnie Sands.
Who the hell is Donnie Sands?
He was the one that came over in the trade
from the Phillies, and then you got
So they came over in the trade with for Soto.
Okay.
So there you go. See,
shout out to Hao Yu Lee. He knew it.
Barreled that one.
Wow.
How you doing?
Look at Hinch's smile. Hinch is like, I'm that guy that started him. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
I'm a genius. Yeah, I'm that dude. Yeah.
What do you think about AJ Hinch, Raj?
Oh, by the way, that 105.9 off the bat of Lee there.
Wow.
Hinch, you know what? I know sometimes Hinch does a little bit overmanage. Sometimes he does overmanage. Let's say that a little bit. But he has done the best. He's made chicken, out of chicken salad with these lineups.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
What he's been given. And so I don't think it was his choice to keep Jahmai Jones as long as they did. He's done a good job. Yeah,
I mean, Jahmai Jones goes out and is thriving right now with the Boston Red Sox. We got another water hazard, the very first canned cocktail from Founders. Shout out. Make sure to tip your waiters and waitresses here at Art and Jake's. Big shout out. I got to ask, what's your favorite thing on the menu?
Shrimp tacos, for sure.
Tacos?
Yes.
Is it the Baja or the Bang Bang?
Shrimp tacos.
And what is your favorite thing to drink here at Art and Jake's?
Water hazard.
Yeah! To drink out the water hazard. Shout out as we are getting the water hazards poured up here to stay fueled here at Art and Jake's for the Detroit Tigers as they have a 4-1 lead. Looks delicious here. No better way to fuel your summer than drinking a water hazard. Strictly a Founders, their very first craft cocktail.
And that was Michael Bush grounding into the routine play at first. Another out here for the Detroit Tigers in the bottom of the fourth here.
Bottom of the fourth, flying by after Montero started to settle down a little bit. Now he's working with that lead, and when he works with the lead, you start to see some of that weak contact, as you just saw. So shout out to Keider Montero, and shout out to everybody in the chat joining us. We truly appreciate you guys. All the Cubs fans, welcome in as well. Seems like a few of them ran out after that. How you lead, how you doing, bomb after they talked their shit and ran.
Yeah,
that's what happened with the Cubs fans.
Yeah, we have somebody in there saying that Scott Harris is a total ass GM. I mean, the guy who just hit a home run was a Harris acquisition, so I guess he's total ass there, apparently.
Scott Harris, I think, gets the most hate out of any GM in this town.
I think it's because he thinks he's the smartest guy in the room.
He does, and he needs to get way better.
He's a very, very good
pro personnel.
He's a very good scout.
He's a very good scout.
We can call it as it is.
That's what I would say.
We can call it as it is.
Yeah, no, exactly that. But I think also no one likes a smart dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's
smart aleck.
Yeah, smart aleck. And the thing that really does it. But let me ask you guys this question here. I wanted to ask you guys about if you guys read the Tarek School article from The Athletic from Cody. Cody Saberhagen again did a fantastic job.
Shout out Cody Saberhagen.
Yeah, I got a quote in here, Raj. Do you have them up?
Yeah, I have the quote here.
Okay.
Keider Montero gets the swing and the miss on the slider. Fantastic pitch. That's 2 outs here and 5 strikeouts for Keider Montero tonight as he continues his strong outing here at Wrigley Field.
Tyson said, just double down on my Cubs. Send in the bet slip to Woodward Sports Twitter. We'll take a peek at it if you're being truthful.
Definitely.
But make sure everybody
bets.
Speaking of the bets,
Montero's line for strikeouts was set at 6, so he's looking pretty good.
Where's he at right now?
He's at 5.
Wow. 5 through almost 4. That's great work by Keider Montero.
Low and in changeup for Keider Montero here against Ian Happ, who has a .218 batting average and a .758 OPS on the season. That same changeup, Keider Montero corrected it a little bit, got it up further into the zone.
Changing eye levels, strike. Changing eye levels.
Phenomenal job by Keider Montero with that one, as he's looking to go 1-2-3 for the 3rd straight inning.
Nice.
Ian Happ gets soft contact. Spencer Torkelson not able to make the play. That's terrible.
That's a weird hop.
Unfortunate.
It hit the base.
Yeah.
That is so unlucky. Keider Montero's got to lock in right here and not let that get to him. Spencer Torkelson tried to go Air Jordan just over the glove. Check this out right here. Hits the base.
Yeah,
goes up, still climbing.
Hey, you know what they say? White men can't jump, and Spencer Torkelson is one of those that can.
But look at this hop. Look at that hop.
He didn't jump correctly.
How fortuitous is that for the Cubs? Look at that. Look at how this hop is.
Come on.
That's you can't.
That defied physics right there.
Yeah, they did. It really did.
Ooh.
Gotta lock in right here, Keider. Cannot let that get to you. Can't do it.
Yeah. Well, everybody, every dog has his day.
Keider able to get the swing there to start off 0-1 against Nico Horner. Speaking of 0-1, that is Nico's record for today with a .652 OPS. Let's see if Montero can take care of business, strike him out, and get out of this one unscathed.
That's another skull.
Come on.
What a strike, or what a swing and strike there from Keider Montero.
Come on, Keider, right now. 0-2 count. He got some Saganaki rocket, or is that some fajitas? Holy moly.
Yeah, we got a little Saganaki going on.
Swing it!
Disgusting work from Keider Montero to get his 6th strikeout of the night. He's got everything going tonight, guys.
Yeah, that was a lucky bounce to not go 1-2-3, 1-2-3, 1-2-3. Lucky bounce. That slider, Gordo. Woo!
Fantastic.
Dynamite.
Yeah, that's. So far, Keider Montero, anything that you could use against him can be pretty easily disputed.
Yeah.
You get the awkward base hit off the base there. Then Seiya Suzuki, you let up a pitch there, you get tattooed, but it's no big deal.
Yeah, but look if you look at this here on Baseball Savant, look how low get him, and then you got some right there that's swinging strikes.
Yeah.
Changing the eye level, doing a great job of sequencing there tonight. And so his slider's been a very, very effective pitch. If we're looking at how many swing and misses he's gotten on it tonight, He's gotten 43% whiffs on his slider right now. 43%. So he's doing a really good job of getting that set up that pitch. Most important, though, his fastball, 50%. Why? Because people are sitting on that, they're looking at that sinker or that or the slider, and he's doing a good job with sequencing tonight, man. It's all about command. If you can command your stuff like he is tonight, he is cooking with gas.
Yeah, 1,000%. That's something that I was really hoping to see from Jack Flaherty, the other day, and he wasn't necessarily able to do that. Like, he had, a couple things going, but when he would try that four-seamer right down the pipe, it would get taken advantage of.
Yeah.
So for Montero to come out here and sequence those pitches better and keep these hitters on their toes is really impressive, and it's something that we've seen multiple times throughout this year.
Yeah, it's been awesome to see, fellas, and that ERA has shrunk down to a 3.18 ERA.
That's fantastic.
To pair that guy with Troy Melton, I know they have wanted him, to go into the back of the bullpen at times because the team needed him to, because he can do that. But I think moving forward down the road, that J.J. Abrams one?
Yeah.
Interesting.
What the hell was that?
Honestly, it looks good. I'm going to watch it.
Shout out Woodward Cinema. They might do reviews.
Shout out to
Woodward Cinema.
But Montero got his ERA down to 3.18. We just talked about Melton. He has a 1.80. I truly believe you're in good hands. You have Jackson Jobe coming back. You have a Reese Olson coming back. You have Casey Mize. We'll see what happens at the trade deadline. You got Framber Valdez. He's been great besides 3 complete blow-up starts, which I don't have high faith right now in.
I'd say he's been mid, except for one really, really, really good start.
Do you want me to read these?
No, he's been.
I got some numbers for you.
Right on.
I'll read them.
The only performance that sticks out to me was that 9 strikeout. Before he went on the All-Star break and when he went on bereavement. Kevin McGonigle tips that one off, and 1-2 count for Magoo here. This will probably be Colin Ray's last time through the order. I don't see him getting through again.
75
probably
pitches.
right.
Yeah.
I'll get to these Fromber numbers in a sec after McGonigle hits a double to right center.
You spoiling it? Are you on Real Sports here? Ooh, swinging a miss. Hey, you might announcer jinx that one, Nick. That's tough.
Yeah,
that's,
you rarely see him miss that one. But
Colin Ray's 5th strikeout of the night.
Framber Valdez in his 3 worst starts. This is via Chris Castellani on Twitter. In his worst 3 starts, 8.2 innings pitched, 23 hits, 24 runs, 21 earned,
Barf.
5 walks, 6 Ks, 21.80 ERA. In his 3 worst starts.
Barf.
$37 million, baby.
Dylan Dingler sends that one into the left stands.
And then we got Framber Valdez in his 17 other starts, 99 innings, 3.07 ERA. So besides the 3 blowups, which has caused you 3 losses, he has a 3.07 ERA. So he looks so bad and so uninterested in those starts. When shit goes south, shout out to our guys. Easy in the building. Woodward Heavyweights. Woodward Eats. Shout out.
Go.
Easy, are you all the way in on how you leave?
How you doing? Nice little homer. I heard on the way.
Let's go.
You guys.
Shout
Let's
out.
go Tigers, baby.
Goes right.
Shout out to Woodward Eats. Shout out to the Woodward Heavyweights and our guy Easy being here with us. Shout out, baby. No better place to watch a game as we got, everybody pulls up in the house at Art and Jace because it isn't just a normal bar. Delicious food, delicious drinks, and so many TVs as Dylan Dingler battles back in this at-bat to draw it to 2-2 as of right now. Best defensive catcher, StatCast fielding run value. He is number 3 in terms of fielding run value.
Colin
Another
Ray.
miss.
Yes, sir.
Right now Dylan Dingler 0-2. We would love to see something from Dingler here, and why not right now? 3-2 count. If you can get on base here, start a little bit of a run, that will take Colin Ray right out of the game. Weak ground ball.
Get there.
Can't beat it out.
He didn't want to swing. He swung at it late.
That's the 4th time we've seen that this season or this game. Like, if you don't like the pitch, stay off of it. I don't know. Obviously, easier said than done, but a little frustrating to see from the Tigers here. Speaking of frustrating, Amon-Ra having quite a frustrating night tonight. He's looked good other than, a few mistakes. 4 earned runs.
Colt Keith, time to go. Oh, that was it.
Come on.
93, center in. That was one that you could truly do damage on.
Yeah, Colt Keith, I usually didn't take him to be a, auto take on the first pitch kind of guy, but I've seen that a lot more this year where it just doesn't even look like he was interested in swinging on that first pitch. And that's something that I think goes against the Tigers' philosophy a little bit. A lot of those guys in the heart of the order are a lot more aggressive than, McGonigle or a Torres. And Colt Keith is a guy that I expect to be, trying to launch some balls out of the park. Colt Keith, what the hell? I mean, honestly, that was
an afterthought.
Don't chop at it. It's not
what
a
are
sword.
we doing?
Shout out bench warmers.
Yeah, he's trying to do it like it looks like a softball swing when he's trying to chop it to left field there.
Yeah, I mean that's not a. You do that. That's not a competitive at bat if you do shit like that.
They're showing off our guy How You Lee with his big chain.
Oh,
and he gets his arms extended.
Get on your horse.
Horner eats it up there at second, but is able to get Colt Keith. It's a good swing, though. I mean, obviously, it kind of went to him, but it seemed like a high exit velo. He got his arms around it. They're going to have 7, 8, 9 due up as Kyler Montero looks to continue cooking there for the Detroit Tigers. But, Raj, you mentioned something. And what you mentioned was some quotes from Tarek Skubal. And we'll dive a lot more into the Tarek Skubal trade saga after in our post game, talk about maybe his top 3 landing spots and talk about Max Clark's potential call up, because we're excited to have you here in, obviously, not in studio, out of studio with us, but we got you in person here, Raj, and I'm excited to talk about that. But Tarek Skubal had some extremely interesting quotes, and I want to bring one specific quote up from this article I thought was super interesting if you want to give the bigger, broader picture after, Raj, because the quote that I saw on Twitter was, "If I could go back, I probably should have gotten an MRI in January and hammered it out to where I was done with it this offseason." And that's alluding to the elbow surgery that he later got, but he didn't want to get it because of the arbitration with the Detroit Tigers, and that was in the back of his mind. What is your take on the situation, and do you have any other quotes that stood out to you? Because I don't feel like this bodes well for Tarek Skubal. This quote coming out right now, amazing job by Cody Sabenhagen of The Athletic, but it just seems like with everything negative going his way with the fan base, this certainly wasn't going to help him.
Yeah, and look, I mean, the bottom line is, I think it also stems from, may I say, Dylan Larkin, the negativity vibes right now with him not being around.
Yeah.
And the fact that he wanted to get paid, look, I don't care if a ball player wants to get paid. If he wants to get paid, he wants to get paid. And if that calls him selfish, so be it. If you were in his shoes, you would want to get the most money for your family.
Yeah.
And a lot of times people give him a lot of crap for that. And to me, it's like, well, he wants to get paid. And in arbitration, they'll do anything. I mean, you looked at what happened with Casey Mize. They screwed him out of $20,000. So, for me, I don't fault Tarek Skubal one bit. However, the only thing I'm going to fault the Tiger for him right now is even the way he handled Team USA. I felt like the fans were like, oh, just get out of here at this point. No, you don't sincerely mean that. You're angry because he could have been here during the month of May, but we don't know. I mean, all the variables were there. Everything was just coming up. But I personally think you should go out and do what you have to do. It doesn't change my opinion of him as a competitor. When he comes out of games, is it a hinge decision? It's absolutely. That's a nice pitch there, by Montero.
Great four-seamer.
So I don't know. I don't have a problem with what he said. Really, I don't. If Tiger fans are gonna hate on him no matter what, and in retrospect, we watched the guy go back-to-back Cy Young awards, and we're gonna sit there and tell him to get out of town. What the hell is wrong with you people?
And if it was any other player that was going into a little bit of depth about the intricacies and how it's had an effect on their life and outside of baseball, we wouldn't really care. But since it's Tarek Skubal and just this situation with the front office seemingly just putting this off for so long, finally now it's kind of blowing up in our face. in the most crucial time.
Nice
and what a strikeout from Kiter Montero. That's his 7th of the night.
66 pitches, too. He might get up to 10. What a curveball.
Dealing. Wow, love to see that. But, yeah, I mean, I think it's just a little bit of a double standard from, the people such as, not saying us, but people in our field, just the constantly calling him out when they wouldn't call out the other baseball players that are in that same kind of situation. Yeah. But because of the, it's him. It's Tarek Skubal, back-to-back Cy winner, huge figure, one of the biggest faces in all of baseball. It's just that much more magnified.
I agree with you, Gordo, and I want to get Riley's take on this a lot, really bad. But before we do, just one pitch pop-up to Torkelson, who does get it. They just showed a highlight before that of a Tommy Edman triple to clear the bases against the Phillies. That's big because Edman's playing second base. And if you are trading Tarek Skubal, you might look to trade a guy like Gleyber Torres. Tommy Edman's playing incredible baseball right now. They're probably not interested in Torres if you're trying to spice up a package. Yeah. We'll get to that later. But Tommy Edman, bases cleared, triple for the Dodgers. I could care less right now. Besides for that reason about the trade, Riley, our guy.
Yes, sir.
Tarek Skubal had some comments. What did you think of it?
Kiter Montero.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Okay,
cool. Let's go.
Field into the glove of Zach McKinstry for the out number 3. Riley Green, Spencer Torkelson, and Kerry Carpenter due up next. The heart of the order coming up for the Detroit Tigers. Riley,
what are your comments on the Tarek Skubal saga? I'm going to read this quote one more time.
Yeah, do it one more time.
If I could go back, I probably should have gotten an MRI in January and hammered it out to where I was done with it in the offseason. Talking about the arbitration and how it went into his decision to not get surgery sooner.
Right. Like all of you guys touched on, we definitely aren't getting on a guy's case about trying to maximize his dollar to make sure that him and his family are set for the rest of their lives. If I'm Scott Morris, that is something you take to the grave. You have another arbitration-esque type of ordeal that's going to be happening at the end of this season, which is going to be another contract. It's not a good look. I understand you get the $32 million versus the 19 or something if he brings it up and actually does his due diligence at the time period. But it's just not a good look. It's just not a good look. That's something that you take to the grave, man. You can't have that circulating. If I'm Scott Morris, I'm pissed.
Yeah,
I am pissed.
I mean, it's tough. Listen, I can't blame Tarek Skubal for being transparent about this, though.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of this is, I don't know. I'm firmly on Skubal's.
Yeah, we got levels.
All right, we got levels. Okay, we're back. Okay.
Hey, love you, bro.
Hey, I love you too, man. All right, we'll talk soon, man. All right. Do we have audio again?
Yeah.
All right, so we're good.
Okay, cool.
All right, looks like
we are back on as the Detroit Tigers have a 4-1 lead here in the top of the sixth. We are at Art and Jake's in Shelby Township, and we are here to hopefully see the Detroit Tigers and their 29% chance to make the playoffs.
Yes,
continue.
It was my fault, Freaky Jeff 101.
Continue to make that climb.
Freaky Jeff might be my favorite chat user.
Shout out to Freaky Jeff.
Dude, you're goated.
Nick and
the
I will
comments,
race eventually.
the profile picture, the name, everything goated. Shout out to you, man.
Yep.
And shout out to everybody else in that chat. And guys, remember, if you subscribe to Woodward Woodward Tigers, and comment in any of our YouTube videos, we are your direct link to the players.
Yep.
Nick Kohloff here,
Let's
our
go.
credentialed beat writer for Woodward Sports, is on the field every home game, and he's bringing you exclusive content that you cannot find anywhere else in the Detroit Tigers media sphere. So make sure that you guys drop those comments in there. If you have any questions for the players, we will get those answered.
Shout out. I just dropped the Woodward Tigers in the chat. Subscribe to the channel. It does us a lot of help here at Woodward Tigers, and I will truthfully ask fan questions.
Yeah.
It is my job to bring you guys the best content of the Detroit Tigers, and to do that, I will get the direct link from you guys to the players. So some of the best questions that get asked, I will ask them in the interviews that I bring to you guys.
Ooh.
Like the one with Bryce Harper that we showed earlier. That's a bad call.
No, that was a good curveball. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I thought it was high.
Ryan Rollison, he
No,
looked pretty good 2 days ago as well for the Cubs.
Definitely.
Came in, did some damage,
He got the inside
came
part
right
of the
back
corner.
out.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's one of those guys that are sneakily good in the pen for the Cubs. Hopefully, the Tigers can catch him slipping a little bit, maybe get some traffic on the base paths. I know we have 2 outs already, and that's a sweeper high and an in for Kerry Carpenter, who's 1-2 on the day, had a base knock earlier, hasn't been able to add much else. Ooh, that was a
Old strike
hell of
and a half
sinker.
swing there for Kerry Carpenter. He got out of the 0 of 27 slump, I believe it was, with a hit earlier. But Kerry Carpenter getting a shot against a lefty here. Always interesting to see how he fares. Sees that pitch in. It's going to be a 1-2. Raj, what do you think about Kerry getting the at-bat against a lefty here? You're up 3. What are your thoughts on this one?
I'm surprised they maybe just get them reps. Well, they probably saw something before the game that they believe they can hit the lefties. But I mean, you're up 4-1. Why not? Why not roll forward?
Swing and a miss for Kerry Carpenter.
As soon as I
on
say
the
that,
sweeper.
It was almost perfect timing. Why
And
not?
the most lethal 1-2-3 punch coming up for the Chicago Cubs. Kiter Montero. Let's see what he can do.
Dealing. This is exactly what you want to see out of a Kiter Montero after the night, or should I say, the stretching that Framber Valdez did out there yesterday.
And,
we
got a time for another raffle, guys.
It is almost time, as we have the second raffle of the most exclusive T-shirts on the market. We got 3 Art and Jake T-shirts. We already gave one away. There are 2 left, and we will be giving away the second one right now. So be sure to ask your server for a ticket to get in on the last one. As we have our very special winner, Cindy! What a T-shirt!
Cindy, come get your T-shirt.
Do we have a Cindy?
Cindy, anywhere.
Congratulations! An exclusive Art and Jake special T-shirt. We are live at the Shelby Township location.
These T-shirts, by the way, fantastic quality. It's the heavy cotton.
Yeah.
Oh, man, these
That's
are
good
awesome.
quality, yeah.
Custom print. How many did you say? There was like 3 made in total, guys.
Yeah.
This is an exclusive drop.
We got
Cindy in the building.
Congratulations and shout out to everybody here at Art and Jake's awesome crowd. Make sure to subscribe to Woodward Sports and Woodward Tigers, and go Tigers. Shout out to Cindy. Congratulations, the second winner of the night.
Shout out to Cindy, and shout out to everybody watching in the chat right now. This is the biggest Detroit Tiger game of the season.
Shout out to Steve Lehman, member for 8 months, telling everybody a little reminder, subscribe, guys. Make sure that you subscribe.
And the reason why you want to subscribe is, quite frankly, simply this. All three of us provide a different take on things, where I can go analytical with the Tigers and the minor leagues and everything.
You can get the microwave take from our guy.
the microwave right take.
Yeah.
Damn right.
Never been wrong. Shout out Parker Meadows, most explosive player on the Tigers last year. But yeah, when you throw out hot takes, sometimes you're wrong. But you know what? Sometimes you call out two future stars, as we have already seen in Troy Melton and Keider Montero. And that's why I feel great about this rotation moving forward. And when we talk about trade talks after the show, I disagree with a little bit of what Scott Harris had to say, or what rival executives are hearing the Tigers want back in a return.
Yeah, you know,
take it with a grain of
but
salt.
I also disagree.
Take it with a grain of salt.
And I've also heard some things about Sky Harris, too, that we will have to address as well.
Okay, I like this. We got insider info all around.
Nice.
Pete, we got a PCA slider foul. Keider Montero,
Beautiful,
Hall of Fame center fielders, they're showing off here.
Andrew Jones, who's
Guys,
not a Hall
look-
of Famer.
look
I don't
at this.
think, or did he just get inducted?
Oh, is it?
Burger King.
I didn't know what they were. I thought they did
Yeah.
say Hall of Famers. Are they talking
Yeah,
about the
Burger King.
potential Hall of Fame here with Beltran and?
But they just showed Gary Matthews Jr., and he's definitely never going to be a Hall of Famer.
That's a name I haven't heard in a long time, man.
Yeah, I don't know why.
He had probably
What were they showing off? Oh, there we go. The 2026 Hall of Fame inductee center fielders,
what?
Carlos
That catch
Beltran
up, right,
and
if-
Andrew
if-
Jones. I looked up to both of those guys
I was gonna say
growing
Andrew
up
Jones
playing
is
center
amazing.
fielder as a little kid.
Probably the biggest snub as of right now. That and
Andrew?
Yeah, is Don Mattingly still not in the?
He's still not, yeah, but that's a fair snub, but at the same time, I think injuries are that's the reason why he's not gonna get in.
Mattingly or
Yeah,
Andrew?
Mattingly,
Okay.
yeah.
You got the young guns with their tarps off, joining the movement of Major League Baseball.
It's a 2-2 count here for Pete Crow-Armstrong. Let's see if Keider Montero can get it done. Ooh, that one. Change up.
Got to
out
keep
and
him
away.
off the bases. Make him beat you.
Yeah, the Mets. It's one of the dumbest trades the Mets ever made when they traded
Baez, right? Is it Baez for PCA?
I think it was Baez for
Yeah, it was Baez for PCA. 3-2 count, though. Where do you attack him here, Raj? Because you can't walk him because he's stealing second immediately.
Yeah, let's go back. Let's go back inside here. Let's see the slider back.
I love the call, Raj.
Let's see here.
Keider Montero.
Ooh,
Change up.
Nice.
Oh,
no. Baez at the mound.
Can't
make the play.
Man. Damn it.
Got the weak contact. Keider unable to handle it. It might have been the pressure of PCA's speed. And Keider is going to have to deal with the leadoff guy on first. He's mad at himself. And he gets the super soft contact, but it takes a weird hop on the mound. It bounces under him. He loses his glove. By the time he gets it, PCA is at first base.
Yeah, that's
a tough
just
one.
a tough break.
And it's the second tough break so far in this game for the Detroit Tigers.
E1, that's a good decision there.
Error?
Yeah, error on that.
Do you try a pitch out? Typically, not a fan with Dingler back there. I like our odds, but PCA has got some of the best speed in all of baseball.
Yeah, no, that's a tough call. That's definitely a tough call. And you got Seiya Suzuki on the plate right now. 1-0 count.
We got Freddie Felt Gordo about to smash that burger. Gordo, you can take a little break on that, but we got to get that. We got to get that in the camera. It looks so good.
Oh, we got it in the camera already, man.
Did you?
Yeah.
All right, good stuff. Seiya Suzuki looks at a slider down the middle there. But yeah, that burger looks phenomenal. Only at Art and Jake's. Shout out.
Shelby Township.
Hop it in
Sauteed
there.
onions look phenomenal.
Yeah, the sauteed
those onions do look good, man.
Keider Montero, 1-1 count. PCA hasn't left yet. Seiya Suzuki. Fastball, middle, or the sinker, and he misses it.
A 95-mile-an-hour sinker.
He's trying to get a grounder on that one.
Yeah, Raj, this is the biggest at-bat that we've seen so far in this game.
Yeah, definitely. And I hope that error does not come back to haunt him. I really, really hope not.
And shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure to smash that like button. It helps push the stream out and share it with all of your friends. We appreciate you guys watching.
Don't throw him a change. Don't throw him a change. Let's see here.
Oh, he lays off the heater.
Good pitch. Drew Summers warming up, getting ready to warm up in the bullpen for the Tigers.
Montero did his job today. You know, he went at 5. Let's see if he can get out of it, go to 6, and send it on to the bullpen.
Yeah. He's at 80 pitches right now currently. 2-2 pitch, throws it over the first.
Oh, I thought that got away.
So, some pressure pitches here for Montero. This might be his last inning work based off the pressure pitches he's going to throw here.
Yeah, he's in the cooker right now, pressure cooker right now. No doubt.
And the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss! Slider went back to the slider. Woo! Away. 8 strikeouts for him. We got one out here in the 6th. Bottom of the 6th. Wow. Just joining us for the first time. Tigers up 4-1.
10, Montero.
And now he's going with Summers.
No,
I get it. I get it. I get it. No, I get it.
I don't like that call.
I hate the call.
I don't like that call at
I get
all,
it.
Raj. I don't like that call.
I know why you guys don't like it, but he's playing a lot of averages. Look. Look, hey, just do this, please. Come on, clap.
We'll give him a clap.
Give him a clap. Give him a clap.
Phenomenal outing by Kyler Montero,
Tip of the cap. Tip of the damn cap, man.
For sure, this has nothing to do with Kyler. This is AJ going to a bullpen that is disaster. That has been one of the worst bullpens in baseball when he's got 19 pitches till he hits 100. Kyler Montero getting pulled at 81 pitches. I know he's playing the numbers, Raj. I know he is. But sometimes you got to leave the numbers where they are. In the computer. You saw Kyler Montero. That was a lucky PCA that he got on base.
Right.
And you get the strikeout of Seiyu Suzuki. I let that one ride.
Look, as Randall Small said in the chat, 80 pitches after 4 relief outings. Don't break the dude. I'd rather him keep the guy going. So I understand why.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I think you're in a good enough spot in this game where you don't need to burn Kyler Montero out, especially with a starting rotation that in the blink of an eye went from your biggest strength to kind of a question mark.
Yeah.
All right, going into this game, July 12th, he pitched 3 innings. July 17th, 5 days later, pitched 3.1 innings. 5 days later, he's making this start. I mean,
come on. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, he's getting the rest. I would have pushed it for sure. I mean, Kyler Montero, you know he's a gamer. I wouldn't rather have anybody else right now in that bullpen up. I would like him finish the inning. I would have, but they go to Drew Summers.
Yeah. This could come back to bite us in the ass.
And Drew Summers, I mean, he's been really good against lefties, but I've seen him have a little bit of control issues at times.
Yeah, at times.
He's got to lock it in right here.
Another thing with Drew Summers, right? He can't be afraid to throw over the heart of the plate. Like when he is getting that curveball and the slider going, he's putting that thing right in the heart, over the plate. So he can't be afraid to go right at these hitters and have his stuff working, because he does have to, go into the danger zone a little bit. That's just kind of the nature of his game. But can he pull off that balancing act? We will see.
We will see indeed. And smash that like button if you are just joining us. Drew Summers taking over for Kyler Montero. 5.1 innings, 8 strikeouts. Dominant performance from Kyler Montero tonight. And the Detroit Tigers bullpen, which we've seen so many times this season, blow games. They are asked to close it out against one of the best offenses in baseball. Fouls that one off. Lefty on lefty here. They showed the ERA. It was like 4.76, right?
You nailed it.
By the way,
not ideal.
Yeah, Raj, I wanted to ask you after what were you saying?
No, go ahead.
I wanted to ask you, what's your confidence level in this bullpen?
Right now?
Yeah, do the Tigers need to score more runs to win this game?
Yeah, they need a couple more runs to score in this game. They need at least 7.
Yeah, especially because Chicago is just one of those teams that they don't go.
They can hit a home run anytime.
Not only that, but they love coming
camera.
back too.
Yeah,
the camera work.
The camera's been working for ESPN. For ESPN, it's been terrible. It's like minor league baseball tonight.
Man. If ESPN, if you need some solid camera operators, some TV guys, hit up your boys at Woodward Sports. Come on, you know who the real pros are. Drew Summers, get that one.
Yep.
One. Fantastic work from Drew Summers to turn the double play off the ground ball from Bush.
What can I say? What can I say? I'm a little jaded by this bullpen. Kiner was dealing, but hey, all props to Rogelio. Never a doubt. You play the numbers. Raj, take the shine. Drew Summers, you said play the numbers. Agreed with AJ. He gets the big double play.
On that note, I'll be right back.
Yeah, shout out. Rogelio calls it. He's walking off. He's just hitting the restroom real quick. Quick break here as the Detroit Tigers absolutely rolling. We're hitting the pen. We're calling in the righty. We got our guy. Shout out to Woodward Wings. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. We got our heater right now and watch the Braylon Edwards show as the TD every day, 2 to 4.
Wow, what an intro. We got Nick Buffer over here. Holy shit, buddy.
Justin, I feel like you're more of the kind of pitcher that's coming in. You know, you might be a righty, but you're not necessarily throwing heat. I feel like you're getting people going.
No, I'm crafty. Man. I never was able to pump it in there like I wanted to. All right, we're not Roller Chapman in this beat. We got the nice changeup. We got the nice slider to throw him off speed. But that's all I had. I was a 3-pitch mix type of guy, but I was in a pitcher. Anyway, all right. Hey, shout out to Tigers, man. They're keeping it live here at RJ's. I'm having a great time. I don't know about you guys. Great food, great vibes, great play. The torque bomb, and then you want to talk about putting a little oomph into an atmosphere.
Yeah.
How you lead? How do you fucking do, baby?
Yeah.
I mean, that was. Look, I gotta admit it. When he first came up, I was
hesitant.
I was hesitant and I was throwing a little shade. I won't lie. I'll admit it to the people. All right. But at the end of the day, hate fuels greatness. And that's how I feel, all right?
That's how I felt about the bullpen right there.
Because sometimes, you know what, people, I'm all fun-loving and that type of stuff, but you have to facilitate some type of pressure onto these guys sometimes. You do. All right, and whether they feel it in the universe or the atmosphere is second to none. But what I find is when I'm critical, things happen.
Yep.
Like I genuinely find myself hating on a Tiger. Like I think I was hating on Jake Rogers the other day, and then he hit that home run. and that's how it is. All right, I hate on the fact that he comes in and pitches, and then he strikes someone out with a knuckleball. All right, Jake Rogers is the biggest enigma in recent since Brandon injured the Detroit Tigers is Jake Rogers. All right, that's so facts. Oh, they got the cup steak going on.
Holy moly!
I could start a cup steak with how many beers I've had on Jake's tonight. I can't lie.
And all of them are all-day IPAs.
Love, can I have my beer, please?
Let's go. Shout out. They got the beer steak going as Zach McKinstry drives one to left center field. PCA has it the whole way. Shout out to Justin joining us.
Always a frosty mug. Always a frosty mug from R&Jake's. That's what I want to say.
Shout out.
Every single time you get a beer, it's always a frosty mug. And for me and the beer I drink, shout out, is unreal. Shout out All Day IPA.
I got some hard-hitting questions for you because you just talked about how you lead, but there's no bigger topic in all of baseball right now than Tarek Skubal.
Mr. Skubal.
The Royals will be coming into town without Bobby Witt Jr., so if the Tigers win this one, they can go on a 5-game winning streak prior to the deadline. You're going to get 2 Skubal starts at home if it lines up right this Friday and the Wednesday before heading out on the road. And the Detroit Tigers could truly be back pretty damn close to 500 if
that's what I was going to say. So if my math is correct, Nick, is that you would be a game below 500 or level with if I don't have the record absolutely positive. I looked at it yesterday.
47 and 54.
47 and 54.
If they're in 8 straight, they're 55 and 54. But if you go 7-1, give or take. Right, I mean,
are
you keeping Skubal?
You're throwing the microwave on a little bit, but
are you keeping Skubal or are you trading him?
as soon as you get, it's so tough because if you end up missing the playoffs and you still have Tarek Skubal on your team, it is an absolute disaster. An absolute disaster. You genuinely would lose out on the ability to fetch high-level assets with the ability to take on nothing for him, and you can't risk that. If you keep Skubal, you have to make the playoffs. And what I need to see, because the deadline is the 3rd, correct?
August 3rd.
The 3rd?
August 3rd.
So you have 2 series left until the deadline, essentially, after this Cubs series. So, look, Nick, as big of a microwave as he is, and I love the guy, all right? Like me and him, we watched a national title together.
Let's go.
That's real-ish.
I was there too.
You were there. Shout out. Yes, you were. In the early days of Gordo. But when you're looking at Nick saying that this is the biggest game of the season, this is a fork-in-the-road game for the Tigers. And every game moving forward is a fork-in-the-road game for the Tigers because every game needs to be looked at in a vacuum of that each result defines the likelihood of Tarek Skubal being traded. And I think you see that in the reports that we've seen over the last couple of days. Like it's been very mixed. We've seen 60%. We're seeing he's not going to be traded. More towards the deadline, we're seeing more chance that he'll be moved, but it's still chance. It's not, Tarek Skubal is a prime target to be traded, no doubt, 100%. And that's where I sit on it. Yeah. You need to take every game. And look, if Tarek Skubal gets traded, it's going to be at the end of the trade deadline, right before the clock strikes midnight, and you're going to see him go for the most possible bid that he can get because there will be multiple teams bidding to the end. Because Tarek Skubal, for every team other than the Los Angeles Dodgers, is a golden ticket to the World Series. That is the one thing that you can look at with Shohei Ohtani not pitching for the Dodgers. That takes away one of their aces. You are now looking at feeding a team the best pitcher in baseball for a World Series run. That is a weapon that you can give them, and there are going to be teams like the Brewers, the Yankees, and the Dodgers as well, and who are going to be bidding until the end, and I am willing to ride out that war as we see these next couple series develop. We see the wins and losses come down the pipe, and then that defines whether we trade Tarek Skubal or not, as the Tigers get retired in the 7th inning with an outman fly out to second base.
I'm with you on that one. I agree. At the end of the day,
and they say I'm just a hockey guy.
I think they should.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Encyclopedia of sports.
Look at that jersey. He's not a casual. Shout out, Justin. I'm with you. I think if you get back to close to 500, anything's on the table, but you do have to take this to the deadline. You get the bidding war, and I think those two teams that you mentioned, the Brewers and the Dodgers, you pin them against each other, and you get the best prospects from the best systems in baseball, and I'm super excited. We're going to break down some potential trades after the game during our post-game sequence or show, and we have Max Clark. When he's going to get called up, we'll find out the latest on Max Clark and everything from the guy who knows the prospects better than anybody in the world, Rogelio. Talking about obviously some hot takes. A couple ones that I had earlier in this year where you have two budding stars in Troy Melton and Kyler Montero. They have absolutely shined like stars. How high are you on those two young pitchers where if you trade a Tarek Skubal, these two guys can fill in the rotation immediately, and even a guy like Melton get looked at as a ace of a rotation at such a young age of 25?
All right, so here's the thing about the rebuild, because honestly, I operate with thinking that Tarek Skubal is gone. And you can call me a cynical, you can call me a Debbie Downer. I operate under the fact that Tarek Skubal is going to be gone. And I know there's guys like Anson who like to constantly talk about the salary cap and the potential lockout that's going to become with the CBA of the baseball. Look, I don't believe in a heartbeat that the MLB is going to become a salary cap league out of nowhere. I think that is all just cloud and smoke. And this is the first time it's on the CBA, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
It takes multiple years being on the CBA. And yes. But like if I'm Tarek Skubal, why would I wait? Like why would I if we're in risk of the CBA and Boris really fears the CBA, why would he not sign beforehand? Because the Tigers, I think that Boris could get $250 million guaranteed out of the Tigers.
Yeah.
I think that's probably
How much?
That's where I'm willing to think 250. I think that's a pretty fair amount. I think that the Ilitches would be willing to dole out. At 182 for McGonigle, for a guy who's more proven, 2 Cy Youngs. He's probably going to have another surgery in his career, but still he's going to be worth it. 250, I think you can wait the years that he's going to be usable versus not. I think that there is an avenue for that, but however, if I was desperate for the CBA, but like we just talked about, I don't fear the CBA if I'm Boris. There's no reason to fear the CBA, so I have no reason.
Yeah, because I think ultimately, if we want to nail down on that a little bit, the CBA, there's no way that if they do get it passed that it's going to be extremely punishing towards the owners because, most of the owners and the players are pretty well in lockstep against the salary cap. So they're going to have to make some serious concessions to the owners and, to the players as well.
The players do not want the cap.
No, right.
Why would they?
Most of the owners, I don't think most of the owners don't
and that's
want
what
the
I'm
cap
saying.
either.
Why are we
The owners
fearing
want
it?
the cap.
Do they?
I don't. I think that's kind of split.
I do too.
I think there's a few owners that definitely don't want it.
As long as there's the floor, they don't fear the ceiling because they're never going to hit it.
Very true.
And we got Rando Smalls in here. I think the Tigers' asking price for too much for Skubal. As you should. We saw what's happened in the
wow. Drew Anderson.
Holy
He's got
moly.
the curveball
Hey,
going
shout out
today.
the guy with the 9th highest paid salary on the team, finally doing something. Shout out Drew Anderson.
Legend
You
himself.
rarely see Drew and Alex Bregman, have a swing like that. But as you should, have an extremely high asking price for Tarek Skubal. If I see a trade where we get one top 100 prospect and some, 50 overall grades that are in A-ball, I'm going to flip out. If they're not high upside type guys that are in the top 100, I'm going to lose my cool. I would rather keep him and go for it in an American League that stinks, a Yankees team that notoriously chokes. I would much rather keep him if that's the case. If you are not getting what you can truly ask for in return, you need multiple top 100 prospects or you don't even talk to the other team.
And I agree, absolutely. When we're talking about Terrace School, when we're talking about the payroll of this franchise, I just want to hit this one thing, and I'll leave you with this. As we're going to welcome back Rogelio because he is a true savant, and I respect his knowledge way more than mine. Anyway, the Tiger, this is the average annual value for the Detroit Tigers. This is the top 10, okay? And this is not in order, okay? Framer Valdez.
Oh, boy.
Ooh.
Oh, boy.
Javier Baez. Yeah. Ooh. That's brutal.
Yeah.
Added to the oof counter as they overthrow on to Torque on an Ian Happ error to get first base. All right, number 3, Jack Flaherty.
Rough.
Oof. Justin Verlander. Oof. Kenley Jansen. Oof. Drew Anderson.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. Drew Anderson.
The
Yeah.
other 4, you might ask? Tarek Skubal, who's in arbitration. Kevin McGonigle, who they have to an unbelievable contract. You got to give them them flowers. So that's
1,000%.
what is that, 1 out of 8?
Yeah.
Glaber Torres, a pretty good signing. We'll give him 2 out of 9. And then we got Kyle Finnegan.
So. I don't hate it. I think he's
We'll give him
still
2.5 because of the Skubal arbitration. So 2.5 out of 10 have worked out on the highest paid AAVs, and that's why I don't value being the 9th highest payer on the MLB.
And that's also why I have a lot of
me-
questions about Scott Harris as a
and that's
GM.
fair.
And it's extremely fair. And it reminds me of some other GMs in this town in terms of pro scouting. What is going on? Why are you taking chances on 40-year-old arms that literally can't pitch?
Yeah.
And that's what we've seen, and that's where this team struggles, is we're going to welcome on Rogelio in one moment, but let's reset here for a sec. Shout out to Jeff Iafredi. Hit the like button for the guys. We appreciate you, Jeff. We're at his home turf here. Art and Jake's in Shelby Township having delicious food, ice-cold drinks, and having a great time here. Great service as well. Make sure to tip your waitresses well as they do a great job here at Art and Jake's. Tigers have a 4-1 lead. Bottom of the 7th, 1 man out. Drew Anderson pitching to Horner. He drives it deep right center.
Going that one into the glove of James
Okay, cool.
Outman for the second out of the bottom of the 7th.
Big time to keep that in the park there. Shout out to Drew
1000%.
Anderson. You cannot give up a big one here to give it a one-score game as you got a 4-1 lead. But shout out to everybody in the chat, and make sure you guys subscribe to Woodward Tigers. Gordon and I are the hosts of Woodward Tigers. We got some guys behind the scenes like Riley. We got Damon.
Sir.
Big shout out to Damon Knight. He's been crushing it. We're looking to add on a few more people as well. But one of the guys that comes on all the time is Rogelio. He does a great job breaking stuff down. We have guys like Broder pop on, Tom the Mazaway pop on. All of your favorites. Shout out to Sam Flannel for popping on. We're doing it better than anybody. Are trying to give you guys the best content that you guys want. So you guys let us know, but trying to give you guys the best content in the game. So make sure to subscribe to Woodward Tigers. I'm going to drop it in the chat right now.
Dingler was ready for that play at first, but Freddie felt in the chat. Nick, what is your favorite color?
Yeah, what is your favorite color, Nick?
It's a good question.
That is funny. I don't know.
Putting you on the spot, Nick.
I would say those orange jerseys that the Tigers wear. I like that orange.
I do too. I do like this second road jersey better.
Yeah.
I like those oranges the best.
Yeah. The orange ones are the best, but this black.
I like the blues more than the oranges.
Yeah. Navy blue. They say it's navy blue. I think it's black.
Oh,
nice pitch.
Hell of a curveball.
American flag blue.
American flag blue. That's what they say. Yeah. All right. Nate, like the strong navy blue.
Yeah.
The classic white with the blue, navy blue English.
Yeah. You can't beat that jersey.
The home jersey.
You
cannot beat that
jerseys in all of sports.
Yeah.
It's up there with, like the Cubs or the Yankees or like.
You can't. It's in that category.
I mean,
you know what I like?
Dodgers.
The Angels jerseys they had this weekend.
Yes,
the home jerseys, those were
sharp.
boss. Yeah, those were boss.
It was like Nolan Ryan used to wear those.
Drew Anderson,
talk to me. Nice.
You see the movement on that pitch? That was nice.
Great to see from Drew Anderson. And once again, shout out to Jeff Iafredi in the chat with the hit the like button. Do it for us. Do it for Crunch Time. Make sure to check him out every single weekday.
Jeff is a legend. Shout out to Jeff Iafredi.
Shout out 11 to 1 every weekday. Make sure to check out Crunch Time. They have a stacked lineup this week in terms of Detroit Lions content. Obviously beat reporters, everybody from the whole 9 yards, Danny Rogers. They got everybody. So make sure to tap in to Crunch Time 11 to 1.
They had Colton Pouncey on today.
Yeah, they have literally the best lineup in terms of Detroit Lions reporting. So make sure to check them out. Make sure to give the heavyweights a listen. Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. And we got the Braylon Edwards show. We got the new TD, Justin Satawa of Woodward Wings, bringing the heat to the 2 to 4 show at Woodward Sports. And obviously, Big D Energy in the morning. If you truly want to hear some bias, Tiger hate, there's no better place to go than the morning show. Big D Energy.
Haters,
the biggest haters in the world, 8 to 10 a.m. every single weekday. If you, after a big Tigers loss, there is no better place to go if you want to hear your team get completely shit on.
Big downer energy, man. Those guys know how to poop on the Tigers and make it funny.
They do. I mean, we love Big D Energy at times. Obviously, we try to lean a little bit more. We try to lean a little bit more optimistic. We're here watching them, covering them every single night. No, shout out to Neil and shout out to Sean and the other guys, JB and KG, holding it down as always. Love the fellas, but as everyone knows in the chat, they can get going on some down. But I think with this win, if you can solidify it, you're looking at a series win against the Cubs, a series win against the Angels. Obviously, we all want the sweeps, but it starts with that.
Yeah.
But it comes a Royals team coming into town without Bobby Witt Jr.
Have to take care of business.
You have to take 3 of 4, but I am going to get greedy, as I always will. You got to sweep them. It lines up, first start, Troy Melton. That's a freaking win.
Yeah.
Then you got Tarek Skubal on a Friday night start with Flo Rida. With Flo Rida.
Pump that into
in the building.
And trade rumors. He's got to perform, continue to back it up.
100%. Trade rumors, the quotes coming out, everything. And who do we got Saturday? I know Sunday's Valdez. Saturday, Casey Mize, excuse me. So you got your top 3 guys pitching. In Troy Melton, Tarek Skubal, and Casey Mize.
The last couple of series.
The last one's going to be the question mark on Sunday. Can you win with a Framber Valdez bounce back? I think you can, but it starts right now to start winning 5 games in a row. McGonigle lefty on lefty as we welcome back the action.
This cracks me up. The Caleb Tabar they got last year in the trade for the Twins.
Yeah.
The Tigers did, the former Mud Hen, comes back to Detroit. They leave him in Toledo, and then they'll re-sign him. Now he's with the Cubs. striking out guys. Makes no effing sense to me. The Tigers sometimes do things, and I'm just kind of like, why did you go after this guy in the trade, not use him, and then does better elsewhere? Anyway.
Shout out to Muck and What Art and Jakes. We're at the Shelby Township location off 23 Mile. Great job here, great food, great drinks all around. Make sure to check out your closest Art and Jakes if you want the best place to watch a game.
And Kevin McGonigle fouls away the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 count now. Tilbar's fourth pitch of the night. We are here in the top of the eighth. Tigers still with a commanding 4-1 lead on the Chicago Cubs. Tilbar with the pitch. That one low and away. The 77-mile-an-hour curveball.
Got a lot of spin on that curveball, dude.
Oh my God!
A lot of spin on that.
That's Kerry Carpenter's worst nightmare right there.
Oh,
and this one into right field, right into the glove of Suzuki for out number one. And now that we're going to get further into this lineup, I want to give a shout out now that we got Dylan Dingler on plate. Even Crazier Clown and Christ is King, and shout out Papa Jones in the chat too, all calling on Dingler to get another ding-dong home run.
Ding, and the Orioles. Did they officially do it?
Yep,
5-1.
They beat Boston.
Let's go. Let's go. Time for Boston to lose 14 in a row.
Yep. Yeah. Just like the Cubs, man. They're another streaky team. Like the Cubs this season, they've lost 10 in a row, win 10 in a row. Boston cut from the same cloth.
15 in a row. That was their longest winning streak since 46.
Holy hell. 46? What?
1946. They tied their team history. Yep.
Wow. And the AL wild card.
Yeah, that race is just
that's disgusting.
Yeah. Oh.
Wow, and two back-to-back far frame curveballs. He's doing a great job of placing those. I mean, that's a really that's almost an impossible pitch to go out there, extend, and hit because, just as much as if you get that bat out there, it's going to change levels on you.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to really know it's coming, or unless that's just a hanger that just kind of floats there.
Right.
But that curve has been having a lot.
And with the amount of spin he's got on it right now.
Yeah,
too.
absolutely. Yeah. If you could spin it effectively, that makes you a better pitcher, especially on the outside corner.
A.J. Hinch looking on as he has made two shrewd moves.
Base knock for Dingler through the gap.
There we go.
One on for the Tigers.
Two strike
one out.
Man. Two-strike hitter in the game.
88.2 off the bat, but it found the hole. Dansby Swanson cannot find his running to the right on those Dylan Dingler hits through the infield. But I was just talking about A.J. Hinch as they showed him there. He's made two extremely shrewd moves in this game specifically. He goes to Drew Summers. When Riley and I were in lockstep over here, you keep Montero in. He was pitching great. 5.1 innings, 8 strikeouts, only 1 walk, only the big-time home run.
No walks.
It was no walks.
No walks.
Was it 1 hit?
3 hits, 1 earned run, and
it was a 1 earned run. Yeah,
and the 1 earned run was off a home run in the first inning.
Exactly. Yeah. So he made that great move. Drew Summers immediately gets the double play. Awesome to see. And then Hao Yu Lee, 3-0 count, 2 guys on base.
Absolutely electric.
Gives him the green light, and Hao Yu Lee deletes a home run to give your team a 4-1 lead. Giving that rookie that confidence in that spot is so huge for him going forward and for the Detroit Tigers to win this game. Shout out to our guy, Justin Satawa. Make sure to check him out on Woodward Wings. Justin, when are you going live? Justin, when do the Woodward Wings go live? And don't you have a special guest coming up?
10:15 DMAC. 10:15 a.m. Darren McCarty, tap in.
10:15 a.m. Darren McCarty, they're going live. Make sure to check out Woodward Wings. Shout out as we are getting the food cam
let's get
on.
this food cam going here. Look
food cam.
at this.
Food cam.
Save some for me.
Oh, my goodness.
I just need a good fork.
Listen, this is the steak bites.
Yeah.
You got cheese bread that it's on. Yeah, I would drink that au jus, too. That stuff is liquid gold. Man, get that dunk. Got to dunk it all in there. Big dunk. Big dunk.
Nothing on the laptop. Nothing on the laptop.
Oh, man. Love to see that. Absolutely love to see that.
That's good stuff right there.
We also don't love to see Dylan Dingler in a 0-2 hole right now.
Matt Vierling, who's subbing in for Colt Keith.
Oh, yeah, Matt Vierling.
Yeah. Oh!
Brutal. Brutal. It's just all around brutal.
Tell us how good it is, Nick.
Phenomenal.
Yummy! Yummy! That's a big bite or what, Nick? Somebody get Nick some water. He needs to wash that one down. Anyways, we got Teal Bar on the mound here. Delivers the middle sweeper to Riley Green. 2 on. I'm sorry. 1 on, 2 out
Unbelievable
for
steak bite
the
here.
Tigers.
Wow. That was so good.
Riley 1 for 3 tonight in the 4th spot for the Tigers.
Ooh.
That one fouled away into right foul territory.
I do not want to get this on your. I'm going to go in for one more. I don't want to mess you up here, Raj. But awesome.
Oh,
Thank
man,
you
look
so
at this.
much. Appreciate you.
Look at this guy.
Pull that out. Rip it out. There we go. Shout out to Rogelio popping the laptop up so I can go in for another bite.
Whoa. Yep. Duncan Stewart says Tigers feasting in the chat, and so are we here at Art and Jake's. I just had the what was it? The bourbon smokehouse burger. That was amazing. The sautéed onions on it were fantastic. We've gotten. I think I've seen our group get like 3 of these steak bite on the cheese bread now. Oh my god!
The steak bites are incredible. Wow.
And Tigers pull this off. It might be time for a little cookie bliss. I don't know.
I know Easy's waiting on it over there.
Oh,
it's
snap.
creeping up soon.
Easy, what you thinking about that cookie bliss?
We might need to get a special Woodward Eats exclusive. At least we might need an Easy bite for the Woodward Eats Instagram page or something. Make sure to give it a follow. Woodward Eats are doing a great job over on Instagram. Make sure to check them out. The Cookie Bliss is phenomenal. I'm more of a fan of the lava cake myself with a little scoop of ice cream on it. But you can't go wrong here at Art and Jake's. Honestly, everything's phenomenal. That was my first time having that Detroit
Riley
cheesesteak.
Green swing and a miss.
You got to foul. You fouled it.
All right. I mean, yeah, that's hard to see. You know, I can't really hear the game. Normally, you hear the crack, but yeah, it is what it
All
is.
good. Oh. First one of many plays, dude, so you're in the clear.
I called it. All right, my bad. Hey, I wasn't wrong. I was just early.
Shout out. Sadly, there's that big swing that we love so much from Riley Green, but swings at that one.
Swinging for the stars.
I will be right back, guys.
And we get.
Easy, you want to come up here?
If the Tigers selling,
We're gonna welcome on Easy in the building. Do we got a bomber or an Easy appearance?
Yeah. Here comes Easy.
Shout out. We have our guy, Easy, Woodward Heavyweights, 5-7. Make sure to check them out on Woodward Eats, too. They're doing a great job everywhere. Yeah, I'm super excited. I can't wait to cook, honestly, some food with Woodward Eats, try to get some content going in that one. But we welcome on Easy. Obviously, baseball savant here. We're super fired up to have you.
Absolutely.
Where are you at with the whole Scooble saga? Are you ready for him to head out his own way, or are you thinking if this team, can get on a hot stretch before the deadline, they potentially keep him?
That's the preference, right? I mean, I just don't understand as an organization when you have young players like Riley Green, Kevin McGonigle, Dylan Dingler, like you have the core makings, guys on rookie deals on top of that. Why don't you just fucking pay the best pitcher in baseball? Huh? That seems like a good idea.
Yeah.
That seems like a pretty fucking good idea. You got Jackson Jobe on a rookie contract.
Yeah.
Fucking Troy Melton on a rookie contract. How about you just pay the best pitcher in the No, we'll pay Fromber. We'll play Fromber Valdez. I don't. Ever since this organization let go of Dave Nabrowski, to me, it's a signal they don't give a fuck about winning, to be honest with you. Like, obviously, they're doing the jobs and trying to, but do they truly give a care, like, to the core of it? And that's just me as a fan. Maybe I'm wrong. That's just how I feel. I can't get behind the Tigers like I used to since the departure of Dave Nabrowski. This Scooble situation being another reason why.
No, and look, Easy, I understand your frustration, and it is
bars.
And at the same time, though, it's like Harris is put together along with Hinch 2 back-to-back playoff appearances. However, be that as it may, he took the players that Vila drafted made him better. What I don't understand right now is that he's been disappeared off the face of the planet. You have to hold yourself accountable to be out there. You last year when the Tigers had the best record, he was all over the press. It was all everywhere. Talking shit.
Everyone thought we were gonna be bad. Huh?
Yeah, and now he's out here and he's disappeared. Like no one's seen him. And to me, with all this stuff going on with Scooble, the 60% chance, like I said this earlier, it's all BS. Like no one really knows. I don't think the Tigers even know what they want to do right now, honestly. And that's what makes this frustrating.
Yeah, I mean the one excuse I'll give them is if this CBA stuff is coming to fruition. Yeah. And maybe they're playing chicken with that.
Yeah.
They don't want to sign him on a big contract just for, a salary cap to come. But the thing is, the Tigers wouldn't be the only ones with big contracts. I mean, that's across the league, man. Yep. Like it's you'd be grandfathered in at that point. I just don't understand it. I'm not down for trading for prospects because we did it with multiple other pitchers and it didn't work out.
No, I think if you are going to get prospects, you need to get the top of the line, top 50 guys where you have such a better percentage compared to the multiple lower end, not even top 100 guys, which they did with a Daz Cameron, with a Jake Rogers. Yes. The one guy that was in the top 100 was a
Get on your horse. There we
go. Big time catch from Matt Vierling in right field.
Were those guys top 5 or top 50 like you said?
No. They had Perez, who was a top 100 if I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah.
Who ended up not doing anything.
No, he had 2 arm surgeries and then he pitched a couple times in the minors and that was done.
And you want to hear the gross thing too? When Dombrowski was in there, remember when he traded Prince Fielder's contract and got Ian Kinsler?
One of the great swindle jobs of all time.
Yeah, remember we traded Curtis Granderson, the package he got back from that too. Dave, why do you get rid of a guy that's doing that?
Well, that's even a longer story with that. But the way he, I guess, insulted quote unquote ownership, but that whole thing's just
He probably said, "I'm good at my job, and you guys are assholes not letting me do my job."
I think with Harris right now, the situation with him is that he's asking for a lot, and he's not being he's being kind of like, from my understanding, just kind of like these teams don't want to negotiate with him because he's asking for this, and he won't. And instead he's been settling on the last couple of trade packages. So the fact that he won't, there are 2 outs there.
James Outman runs back, gets
he's afraid to take a risk, and that's going to come. Yeah.
I feel like Fromber was a little bit of a risk coming after what happened, but I feel like AJ probably stuck his neck out for that specific
and the numbers
signing.
were there, and look, and here's the thing.
He was declining?
The numbers were a little bit declining but because the K per 9 was down.
Yeah.
But as far as pay the man with Scooble, the entire arbitration saga, but he's a Scott Boras client. Scott Boras takes his guys to free agency. There's a couple ways to look at this. The arm issues he's had in the past. He has won 2 Cy Youngs. He's close to 30. So do the Tigers want to sign that? And then do they want to pull a Tampa, which if somebody gets 30, they get rid of them. That's what Tampa does.
Right.
Yeah. Sorry, you guys. Dave Montgomery posted me on his story. He was talking shit
about
trying to figure out me.
Shut the fuck up.
Whoa. I swear, I'm trying to figure out how to respond to it.
Wow, breaking news here as Easy is getting called out on David Montgomery's Instagram story for the green screen post.
What's going on
that was
there?
posted that was not even very aggressive, I might add. I thought it was respectful. We stood up.
You talked about it respectful too. Yeah, I think I'm just sick all around, dude. You could have split carries here, brother, and I split it with Woody Marks.
That's terrible.
Tough luck.
It sucks. I actually genuinely
Montgomery's a good dude too.
Montgomery on and off the field, by the way.
We got
on and off the field.
When did that happen? Raj is shocked.
My boy just texted me in the group chat, said, "Damn, he's on your ass," and I saw the screenshot. I was
Did he start laughing after?
Like when shit went down with CJ I didn't like that kid. I didn't think he had good character. I thought he was selfish. Obviously some things you point to with Monty and say he's a little bit selfish. I understand it though. Like he was still good at football and contributing, and they just took that away from him. So I don't know. It sucks because this is not a beef I wanted. I actually like Dave Montgomery.
Oh, that's fucking terrible.
Whatever.
That's crazy. Did we tag him in it?
No.
They had him.
Damn it.
Is that PCA?
Yes, sir.
Oh, God. No. Why don't you love me? Yeah. Why don't you just get out? Kyle Finnegan puts one of the best base stealers in baseball, one of the fastest players in baseball, PCA on with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. Takes it off the toe.
He ain't running with that.
That is crazy about the David Montgomery. No. He wasn't tagged, so it was sent to him.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
So that's insane. Finnegan shoots a slider on the outer half, but Seiyu Suzuki steps up to the plate. Already 1 home run in this game. 839 OPS, 17 homers. If the Cubs were selling, this would be a guy that I would want in a heartbeat. 100%. Shout out to Blow-Me6969. After this at bat, I'm going to give you guys a player that I am super intrigued in, who people might be shocked, but honestly, I think it would go a long way in this Detroit Tigers lineup. But before I give you guys that player, and shout out to Blow-Me69, Nick, what do the Tigers need at the deadline other than the obvious pitcher, and who do you want to get? That is the question that we will get to here in one moment. Raj, I want to have you kind of answer that too if you do have any players, but if you don't, no worries. I got a couple lined up. Shout out Sword for Kyle Finnegan on Seiyu Suzuki. And shout out to everybody tuning in with us. Make sure to subscribe to Woodward Sports, smash that like button, and share the stream. I'm Nicholas Kohloff, Detroit Tigers beat reporter for the network. That's Rogelio, host of Tigers Minor League Report. Best, honestly, follow on Twitter in the game if you want Tigers content.
Yes!
Let's go!
Nice.
Whoa!
Let's go.
Finnegan sits Seiyu Suzuki down.
Man. Great.
Let's get us up to 100
there.
likes here. We're sitting here at a nice, crisp, even 80, but
20 more likes. Come on.
20 more likes.
Got to get up to 100.
That like button.
Raj, where can people find you real quick?
So people can find me on X at Tigers or Rajcast.
Before.
Yes. There we go. Oh, sorry. Rajcast Baseball. And then you can find me, or please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tigers Minor ML Report.
We're going to put that in the chat right now so we can get that hooked up, but easy.
Yes, sir.
This is it. This is live reaction.
Yeah.
David Montgomery just reposted Easy's video of him talking about splitting carries with Woody Marks. We have the exclusive post-game reaction, post-video reaction after Easy saw it. What is your comment to David Montgomery? And if you want to see more of Easy, make sure to check out the Woodward Heavyweights 5 to 7. I am also on that show, not during Detroit Tigers home games. Love the heavyweights. It's truly where the home is.
David, I love you on and off the field, and I wish you and your family nothing but the best, brother. Unless it's against my Lions. That's my response.
Let's go. Easy takes the high road.
The cordial answer.
I fuck with David Montgomery still. I'd probably say the same thing if I was him. You know?
Yeah. No doubt about it. Shout out to Easy.
Pull up, Monty.
Shout out to our guy.
Let's go.
And shout out to all you Cubs fans in the chat.
Yeah,
Love to see that.
Shout out to the Cubs fans. We had a super chat in here that I'm going to read. Shout out to Blow-Me6969.
Shout out.
Nick, what do the Tigers need at the deadline other than the obvious pitcher? And who do you want them to get? This is a great question because we haven't been in the buyer's mindset yet.
Yeah.
But if the Detroit Tigers win tonight and go on to sweep the Royals, that's 5 in a row, 2 games closer to 500, and you can seriously talk about buying at the deadline.
I got 2 names.
And I got one name specifically.
What do you got?
He's a lefty, but he also hits .316 against lefties. And he has a .786 OPS against lefties. He's a multiple-time All-Star, multiple-time batting title champion. And if you paired him with Kevin McGonigle and Gleyber Torres, I think you torment opposing teams' pitching. He wants to stick at second base, but I keep him as a DH. That's where I put Luis Ariz on the Detroit Tigers lineup. In that consistency through and through.
There we go.
That consistency through and
Base
through
knock
with
there
Gleyber
for-
Torres and Kevin McGonigle for guys like
Nice.
Riley Green and guys like Spencer Torkelson who's heating it up and guys like Dylan Dingler. You're talking about a scary, dangerous lineup through and through. And obviously he's a lefty, but he can still hit lefties. You're talking about a guy that doesn't strike out much. He gets on base. I'm willing to trade Max Anderson. I'm willing to trade more than that. But Luis Ariz is my guy that I would target. You would just have to figure out who's playing DH between him and Gleyber.
Yeah, and you would be able to flip it.
if I'm the Padres right now, or if
San Fran,
sorry, but I'm going with the Padres here.
Oh,
no, here's what I was going to go with this. The reason why I was mentioning the Padres is they might be selling. They might have to get selling. So if I'm looking at them right now, I'm looking to pull apart their bullpen in any way, shape, or form. You were mentioning the lefty Mahone a couple weeks ago, and the more you said that, the more I realized that would be a really good idea to give them another lefty, some more depth. As Carpenter flies out for his first out in the top of the ninth here. But if you look into what the Padres have been able to part with, and then see if they have another starter too, like maybe Walker Buehler. If he's going to be a free agent.
Who was the first guy you brought up, Roger?
I was mentioning Mahone, the pitcher, the left-handed pitcher that the Padres have. The Padres might be selling here. So, but then the Tigers also are looking to shed payroll too. So look at a couple expiring contracts that can help them as far as just if they're going to add. The Tigers are looking to getting close to the luxury tax. They might look for an expiring contract that might help them out. So
So Adrian Marihone, that's a big guy that you're looking at.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
Blooper drop.
There you
go. Some sloppy baseball there by the Cubs. 5-1 Detroit.
Let's go.
And
best defense in the league. What the hell happened there?
That's been a huge key for Detroit. That's how you won tonight, and that's how you won 2 days ago. The costly mistakes from the Cubs, that is huge for these Detroit Tigers, and that's something that I think we didn't see them do a lot in the beginning of the year, is taking advantage of the mistakes. Wow, that's a rare error there from Pete Crow-Armstrong. Not being able to get that one in his glove, just didn't get down low enough to scoop that one up. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, wow is right, and now you got a 4-run lead entering the bottom of the ninth at least, but you got Hao-Yu Lee up with a guy, the duck on the pond there at second. Hao-Yu Lee looking at it, his 4th RBI of the night. Oh, fastball, center cut, watches it go by. But yeah, awesome job here by the Detroit Tigers, starting with Spencer Torkelson to get on base, and Zach McKinstry, talk about the bottom of the lineup stepping up. This is the Zach McKinstry we need to see. Oh, drills one left.
Armstrong catches that one. Diving play.
Nice play there by Armstrong.
For the second out of the night, or of the top of the ninth. Let's see here.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. We appreciate you guys tapping in. Make sure to subscribe to Woodward Tigers. Make sure you give Tigers Minor League Report a subscribe on YouTube. If we could get that dropped in there, if you have the link. If not, I can find it real quick.
No problem.
Thank you so much. And we got everybody in the chat. We appreciate you guys. We got Nicole in there. Papa G, we appreciate you. Ryan Everett. We got Deshaun. Did Carp step on the plate yet?
No, he's not.
Shout out to the away fan in there. Yeah, we appreciate everybody tapping in with us. We go live on Woodward Tigers after every single home game. And we try to get you guys a post-game reaction video for the away games as well. Gordon's been doing a phenomenal job cutting up the best clips for you guys from all your favorite Woodward sports personalities. But what we promise you is we will go live from every single home game. I do have a wedding on Saturday. So we'll see if Gordo
I'll
pop something. Maybe pop on. There we go. We got Raj popping on. That's awesome to hear. And hopefully it's the Detroit Tigers going for their 4th straight victory on Saturday.
Yeah, I would love to see that. That was a game that, I'm not going to lie, I would love to catch the first couple innings of, mainly because of the 1901 vintage jersey giveaway.
Yeah, those are
I'm a sucker for the merch. Oh, man.
I can give you the setup if you're trying to go live from there, but they might. I don't know if they'll boot you.
Yeah,
they booted my buddy one time.
I got the pass, man.
Let's go, Raj.
Hey, shout out. I might have to. We'll
figure something out.
Yeah, I'll put a little picture of myself over Rogelio's pass there.
Yeah.
Make it work.
I would get so Tigers would be like, what are you doing?
Yeah. We can't mess around.
Well, Mission Impossible there.
Yeah. Shout out, I was going to go to Morgan Wallen on Friday, had tickets and everything, but it might be Scooble's last start as a Tiger. Like, literally can't miss that. And shout out to my buddy Ryan for being super understanding with that one.
Hey, Morgan Wallen, he'll go on tour.
We still got Scooble's possibly on Wednesday, but we'll see what they do with the rotation.
Oh, that's a
good
tough
fastball there
swing
by
and a miss
Yep.
for James
Out the bottom of the
Outman.
ninth. Bush, Bergman, Happ coming up for the Cubs. Bottom of the ninth, Tigers 5, Chicago 1.
We need 6 more likes in the chat to hit 100. Make sure we hit it.
6 more likes.
Riley, we've been talking all night up here. Have you had any big takeaways from tonight or early in the season? Just where are you at with this Detroit Tigers team as a whole? Want to say you're doing a great job on the TD. We appreciate you being here, Riley.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you. We would be beating a dead horse. It's a game at a time right now. We're 47 and 54. Kiter Montero came out today and pitched an absolute gem for 5 1/3.
Absolutely shoved.
It was perfect. Like I said, you and I were a little weary on him getting pulled. It turned out to be the right move. Our bullpen's been stellar today. We've had the bats come alive. This is just a really good win. We're going to come here, hopefully take this series, and then we'll head into Kansas City and see if we can get closer to 500. I'm not trying to get ahead of myself. I tend to do that a lot, and so I'm just taking it easy. Taking it easy, get this dub, and let's go to Kansas City. Come on.
Always good to take a breath, reconsider everything that you're saying, and then proceed with caution. But yeah, I mean, listen, the Detroit Tigers are definitely going to have to. I wouldn't say proceed with caution, but make haste with getting some wins out.
Yeah.
And it looks like we are going to have one more giveaway tonight, Nick.
Yep.
We have our last giveaway of the night here at Art and Jake's, and we have a little bit of trivia for everybody here at Art and Jake's, for all the loyal Tigers fans out there. And the question is, to win this, you have to come over and tell me who has the most home runs in Detroit Tigers history for the most exclusive T-shirt, brought to you by Art and Jake's. Who has the most home runs in Detroit Tigers history for the coolest T-shirt on the market that you can't get yet unless you know that question? Most home runs in Tigers history.
If you figure it out, come on up, folks.
1 of 3.
And we're heading into
Yep.
All right, I got the answer.
We got a winner. We got a winner.
Al Kaline.
Al Kaline is correct.
Ding, 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 ding.
Parker.
We got Parker, the big winner of the night. Parker, do you like coming to Art and Jake's? Yeah, he loves Art and Jake's.
Loves this place.
Big winner with the Al Kaline, winning the most exclusive shirt, brought to you by Art and Jake. Shout out to Bomber.
We already know.
Gordon and I both looked at you at the same time. We're like, oh, man, no.
Kenley Jansen. We all know about the walk-off home runs he's given up.
Yeah.
We're doing prayers over here.
Yeah.
Cutter
at his knuckles.
Yeah.
Up and in, baby.
Look, if Jansen can do what he's supposed to do, we'll be fine. You just
get the swing and miss.
Yeah.
Right?
That's all he needs.
Right? Come on, please. Jansen, please.
That guy's a big guy in person.
Just a couple more cutters.
4 and 7 now. That's his record on the season for the Detroit Tigers right now in save positions. Another cutter at the knuckles. All right, we'll see what happens. 2-2 count here for Michael Bush. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Let's see what Jansen is cooking up. 2 strikes, 2 balls.
Cutter's moving in. You got to get this first guy out.
Michael
cannot give them hope.
Fouls away into
Do
right
not
side.
give them hope.
Can't. Absolutely cannot. This is a team that loves to come back late, and they've been able to take advantage of your weaker pitchers so far. We'll see if Kenley Jansen can learn from the position that he got himself into. I know he was able to. Oh, another foul tip for Michael Bush there. And we'll see if
6 pitches in the first at bat. Gonna be 7. Yep, we have some cheese curds here. Thank you so much.
Oh, wow. Those look fantastic. Yeah. Are those Cajun cheese curds? Look at those.
They have a little bit of sweet heat to them. I got them for whoever wants to indulge as well.
All right. Kenley Jansen, that one inside. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, pop in there.
He's getting close. He's getting real close.
Just keep throwing that cutter, Kenley.
Shout out.
3-2 count.
Might as well go for it.
Kenley, king of the full count.
Wow,
way to go. Bottom rail cutter. Love to see it from Kenley Jansen. Gets his first strikeout of the night. Fantastic work there.
This reminds me of Todd Jones back when the Tigers had Todd Jones.
Oh.
Shout out the handlebar.
One of the guys that really makes the Cardiac Kitties name very applicable in this kind of situation, man.
Shout out. Oh. Cutter's working.
Yep,
Cutter's Jansen.
Alex Bregman, 2 nights ago, that was that pretty amazing at-bat that Kenley Jansen had, climbing out of a 3-0 hole. After almost throwing one at Bregman's head, he was able to get the strikeout.
Again, same pitch.
Alex boy, Kenley.
Bregman is ready to go home, man. I don't know. He's ready to move on.
I wouldn't start saying that. Yeah, let's get through this at bat.
Please.
Jesus I mean, he's swinging for the fence right now.
There we go. Pop.
There we go, Gordo.
Yeah.
Call him off.
Thank you.
McGonigle, sure-handed.
Number 2 for the Detroit Tigers. One more out, and they will get out of this one with the series win in Chicago.
Look, last night didn't happen, right? Last night didn't happen. This is why baseball is such a great sport. Baseball is such a great sport because of this moment, stuff like this. Last night was a total crap thing. Tonight, and there we go. As these two talking shop here, but
it's a biz.
No, like
Kenley Jansen lost
the game yesterday was a complete nightmare, and this is why I love baseball. You forget and you just go on the next day.
I had more heat than I thought. Ooh.
Yeah, it does have a little bit of heat. Ian Happ, he's been pretty damn good in this series. Kenley Jansen trying to shut him down.
Kenley Jansen swinging a miss.
That cutter is working.
One more strike to seal the deal for the Detroit Tigers. The rally cap's in effect for Cubs fans down in Wrigley.
Here's a stat for you guys, by the way. One pitch here.
Kenley Jansen
outside.
Oh, Dingler wants a challenge. Dingler wants a
We're going to
second
see is Dingler's challenge going to end the game here.
No,
it's a 1-1 count.
What stat we got here, Rod?
Among all American League pitchers with League 15 starts this year, Kyle Montero ranks 2nd in WHIP, 3rd in OPS against, 6th in walk rate, 9th in ERA.
Dominant.
That's fantastic.
Can't wait to dive more into Montero on the postgame. We'll get to that in one moment.
Kenley Jansen, 1-2 pitch. Oh, that one's high and almost at the eyes of, was it Happ at bat? Or on the plate?
Yep, Ian Happ is at bat.
2-2 count. Chicago Cubs 0 walks tonight. They have the most walks on the season.
Come on, Kenley, don't play with your food.
Jansen can't find the zone yet again. Works up a full count. 3-2. 2 out for the Cubs. Tigers looking to come away with the victory in Wrigley. Kenley Jansen can't get that one to go.
No.
Walks Ian Happ.
Wait a minute. Dingle challenged that.
And that's not going to be a good one.
Yeah, we'll see.
He said
that's going to be a little too low.
He shrugged like that, Riley. He was like, you know what? Let's go for it.
Yep.
Just
too
all
low.
Confirmed. I believe that was Detroit's last challenge.
That was.
So that one off by 0.9, was that millimeters, centimeters? That's a tough break. Definitely a tough break. I mean, obviously easier for us to see it here on the broadcast, but I can totally understand how that looked like it was a strike. And in that situation too, I can't blame that call. Nico Horner stepping up to bat.
Weak ground ball.
Right,
come on, man.
Settle down,
crap,
buddy.
dude.
Cutter high and away.
Was it ever going to be 1, 2, 3?
No.
Was it ever going to be 1, 2, 3?
No.
Cardiac Jansen.
Shout out the chat.
Shout out to you guys.
Round out here.
Officially hit 100
Round out
likes.
ends it right here. Let's go.
And
there it is.
Yeah.
That one gets you the first, and the Detroit Tigers come away with the victory, 5-1, win the series in Chicago. Absolutely fantastic performance for Keider Montero and the rest of the Tigers. Hao-Yu Lee came up big today, and Tigers win. Tigers win. Tigers win. Let's go, baby.
Shout out to everybody joining us in Detroit Tigers post game right now, live on Woodward Sports. Make sure to check it out. We will not go anywhere for those of you tapped in already. Detroit Tigers pick up a big time victory in the biggest game of the season to try to start a 5-game winning streak as the Royals enter town without Bobby Witt Jr. No better time to be facing the Kansas City Royals. The Detroit Tigers needed this victory more than anybody knows. Holy moly, Keider Montero looked dominant to start, and then you got the bullpen, who did its job. And nobody could have said that basically all season long. But to put up all of the shutout innings, fellas, I think that was the biggest surprise of the game. And the rookie, Hao-Yu Lee, going yard. But want to give a little bit of love to Spencer Torkelson to get the Tigers' mojo back after Seiyu Suzuki stole it early in the first.
Yeah, and Seiyu Suzuki gets the solo homer, second at bat of the game, whatever. And I mean, listen, this, like I said earlier, this never felt. In a similar vein as yesterday, right? It wasn't a ton of traffic.
Yesterday was
it was just a blooper.
Inning,
it was just the one. You got tatted up on one pitch there. No big deal. Keider Montero able to hang his head, or hang in there and keep his head held high. I mean, man, fantastic stuff from him all around. Was getting soft contact, was getting swing and miss, had everything going. So, I mean, how much more can we say about Keider Montero?
Clutch. I mean, we've used every word we can think of.
Animated out on the mound. I love that he is a gamer.
Red ass.
He is a gamer.
Yeah, he plays with his whole heart. I mean, I love that. And they got Spencer Torkelson here on the post game, and you know what?
Give him the shine.
Give him the I'll give him the shine.
Yeah, he had 2 hits tonight. So
yeah, I mean, shout out. Like he had a good game. He's been starting to put it together more and more. And I think now a guy like Spencer Torkelson can really start to shine when you have Gleyber Torres and Kevin McGonigle at the top of that order, able to, by the time he gets around, he has 2-3 guys on base, and you go from being put in situations all the time where you're the only guy that can slug and runs to now both guys above and behind you on the order can also do the same thing. So a lot less pressure on him, and for some guys to step up in this lineup, the biggest guy for me is Hao-Yu Lee.
Yeah, Hao-Yu Lee. I mean, tonight Hao-Yu Lee shows why the Tigers gave him a lot of faith in him. They could have easily sent him down with Torres. Instead, they went with Valencia. He has become a better defender. He's getting better at the plate. Great at bat tonight. Fought that whole count. Then gets the home run. Tigers 11-5 in the month of July. Tied for the second best record in MLB. There's that window right now, but Hao-Yu Lee, to be able to step up like he has as a rookie, just a few months into the season. It's such a great thing to see. And for all the development questions the Tigers have had with him and the system in general, why they went internal, this is why. This is a good example of why they went with an internal bat here.
I think it's been great to see from a guy like Hao-Yu Lee, and you talking about that right there. And I think that's a great transition because I love what I saw tonight out of the Detroit Tigers from the bullpen. From even a guy in James Outman. He didn't score on it, but he got on base early. He had a hit. He played well in center field. But will he continue to be in center field? Javier Baez soon to come back. He went to Lakeland. We got our guy Easy and David Montgomery's arch nemesis
Shout out.
Hey, the scourge of former Detroit Lions, CJ, GJ, David Montgomery. Who's next?
Notice his former brother. You want smoke with Easy? I'll kick you off my team in town. You understand?
Shout out to Stone Cold Easy over here. And, great to see. Shout out to Easy for pulling up on the fellas up here. And delicious food here at Art and Jake's in Shelby Township.
Oh, real quick, big announcement. Papa G. Jones, welcome to the Woodward crew.
Oh,
let's go.
Papa G, Papa G getting a Woodward crew there. Let's go. Big shout out. Appreciate Papa G watching. Fellas, center field position where Javi can come back. But you also might need help in right field. The way Matt Vierling's playing. The way Kerry Carpenter has looked at times. The Detroit Tigers, there's no better person to talk to about Max Clark potential call-up and when that might happen, if it happens this season, than you, Raj. We have Rogelio here of Tigers Minor League Report. He has interviewed Max Clark before in a long-form interview on their YouTube channel. Make sure to check them out, Tigers Minor League Report. Rogelio, is it reasonable to think Max Clark can be called up after the trade deadline for the Detroit Tigers, or shall they wait till September if they're going to do it?
I think it really depends on where they're at in the postseason race. I mean, you're chasing Boston right now. You're chasing one of the hottest teams, a team that has gone through a lot this year. The Red Sox are very talented, and a lot of people expected them to get to the playoff berth. Boston did. If the Tigers decide to sell and go just wholesale selling, then I can see Clark up here sooner than later.
Yeah.
If they are still in contention, I don't see that happening at all because Baez gives them a better chance to win. Because defensively, as of right now, Clark could. We saw some of the things that Clark has been working on. He's been cleaning up his game quite a bit in Toledo. I just would rather. You have Baez there as a healthy option, use him. And I don't see. I know everybody wants Max Clark up here, and I get it. But if he's not, is he getting close to being ready? Absolutely. Is he a major league ball player? Absolutely. I just don't see the need to rush him right now. I really don't, if they're trying to get a playoff spot. If they don't have a playoff spot and they're just going for whatever they want to do, build team morale, blah, 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 then perfect. Bring him up. Give him that experience.
Yeah.
But right now, I don't see the need. He's one of the youngest players in Toledo right now. All of AAA.
Nick, don't do it to me, Nick.
All right, real quick.
Don't do it to me.
We are live here at Art and Jake's. Do you guys want to dive into a couple desserts?
Yeah, you know what? We didn't do did we do this last time?
We did not.
The double bliss.
Should we try it?
Let's do the double bliss. Let's try that.
Should we throw it in and share it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm good on the double bliss, but you guys go crazy.
All right. There we go. Max Clark.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Yeah, but ultimately, I think they should just wait for Clark. I know people want him up here. I just think they should wait. So
I do think that they should wait for a reason, and it is retaining his rookie eligibility, because obviously you needed a guy last year in Troy Melton, but if he was a rookie this year, you're talking about you would have the first and second rookie of the year in Kevin McGonigle and Troy Melton, and talking about that comp pick that comes with it, and as much as Scott Harris, it seems to. As of right now, we'll see how Jordan Yost ends up, but in those higher rounds, it seems like he's been able to hit with a Bryce Rayner, with a McGonigle, with a Max Clark. Yeah. For the most part early, I trust him to pick in that spot. We'll see how the Jordan Yost one goes, but I think that could be a factor in holding him back until September so you don't exceed the 130 at-bats.
Yeah, and look, another thing, too, is like people bring up Clark. What if he struggles and then he makes a play, and then you go back to what you guys were doing in the spring, which is like taunting him about being this gaudy player and all that. And so to me, if Clark can handle it, I'm not saying that, but if the Tigers are in contention, you bring up a rookie like that, and he doesn't. Hinch always puts his players in the best situation possible.
Yeah.
If Clark was ready, I think he would have been here instead of Outlaw. But
if he joins us now, that's such more everything's so much more magnified.
Yeah, exactly.
That, like, the pressure will just be tenfold
if
he makes a bad play. Yeah, no, 1,000%. And, I feel like these fans are setting Max Clark up a little bit. Bring him up. Oh, but if he makes an error, he stinks.
And don't bring don't compare. I mean, is he a Pete Crow-Armstrong type? Absolutely, but don't do the comps yet.
Right.
I think sometimes when we want to have these comparisons so quickly, Max Clark is hitting more full-side power. That's a good sign. He's hitting more. So we'll see what happens. But
was that 3 bombs this week?
Yeah.
Or a couple bombs at least?
3. So
yeah, that's great to see for Max Clark. And I think I would wait. I would. And I'm, microwave Nick over here, whatever you want to say. I am ready to rush the players, do whatever. And I just don't know with Javier Baez coming back in center field. I would wait a little bit till you see kind of what spot you're in, but maybe he is like a Jackson Jobe where you do call him up in September and he can be a spark for your team, because I was shocked when they did that.
Yeah.
When they called up Jobe, they threw him into the late role against the Houston Astros in a massive game.
Yeah, but he had lightning in an arm.
Yeah.
And remember how many people got so mad that McGonigle didn't call up last year?
He looks great, looks ready. And I think Max Clark could, contend for Rookie of the year next year if he ends up being what he's projected to be.
Yeah.
Which he's a top 16, top 15 prospect. So
and all the people, all the fans, you guys love the prospects. You guys love the young talent. If, Kevin McGonigle goes and wins Rookie of the Year, and then next season you get, Clark winning Rookie of the Year, that's 2 comp picks that you get for that.
Yeah.
So you guys love the youth. You should want more of the youth, more comp picks.
But I understand, too, that just you have to keep things in perspective with these guys. It's just, I for one, if a guy's ready to go, the guy's ready to go.
Yeah.
But it just, for the Tiger fans right now, they do need a spark. But I think a spark comes via trade. That's where I think that's going to happen here.
What do you think about the Luis Arraez trade idea?
I like
it. You think it's too much of the same?
I think it's a little bit, but the thing is, I want them to get another power bat. Like that, I really think this team needs more power. I know they've been tearing the ball apart with home runs, and would another contact hitter work? I think a Luis Arraez would work here with that. But where are you going to put him? That's the thing. Gordon, where would you put him in the order? You know what I mean?
It's tough. It's definitely tough. I mean, this is a pretty fluid order, so there would, you'd be able to fit him in there, but you're taking away at bats from somebody that can give you, valuable ones. I think especially, you get if you get a Javi, a healthy Javi in the lineup as well.
Yeah,
that makes it even more complicated.
Yeah, and Baez, I mean, I don't know what version of Baez we're gonna get, but I think we're gonna get a guy who already knows how to play the game well. Is not a defensive liability.
Not at all.
No, and it might take a minute to get his bat back in order again, but
the defense it'll be an immediate impact. I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And to consider the ankle injury, how severe the ankle injury is.
That looked disgusting.
That was one of the worst injuries I've seen in a long time. In fact, he's already going to come back by the end of the month, beginning of August.
That was super impressive.
Yeah, and so as far as everybody else goes too, there's no Perez coming back for a while. You're not going to have Meadows.
Right.
So right now,
center field or just the outfield in general is a little more shallow.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. And so this is if the Tigers are going to go for the trade deadline, address the outfield a little bit. Yeah. Give him another bat.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely need that. And talking about the trade deadline, I do want to get to a guy, but before we get to him, if they were to call up Max Clark, why did they go to Max Clark, Raj? What has stood out to you in the last month that Max Clark can truly, help this team produce wins?
His defense has gotten better. He seems like he's got more comfortable. He's hitting the ball more in the air, which is a good thing. Clark has a better approach to the play. He's not striking out as much. And they would look and go, okay, how is he doing against sliders and breaking balls? How is he doing against that? And if those numbers are trending upwards, which they last I checked they were, then that's what they're going to look at. How is he doing against the secondaries? And more importantly, how is he handling the daily, as far as handling the advanced pitch, what I just said about the advanced pitching?
Yeah.
But how is he handling it after a prolonged slump. Like, what does it look like when he struggles? How quickly can he bounce back from that?
Yeah.
But with him, I've always found fascinating about Clark is he always starts off slow and just steadily builds up. He doesn't care about the slow start. It's the process. He's always working on his game, and I think this is a good example of it this year. Every month has been different for him, and the splits are getting better.
That's good to see. Definitely from Max Clark, the top prospect in the Detroit Tigers system right now, top 15 of all of baseball. Hopefully a bright future for Max Clark and the Detroit Tigers whenever that time may be. Speaking of some future Detroit Tigers here, fellas, Tarik Skubal trade saga. It continues on and on and on. This is going to go down as the biggest Detroit Tigers trade since Justin Verlander, since acquiring Miguel Cabrera. But this time, we're the ones trading the best player possibly for those prospects. We all know, Cameron Maybin and Andrew Miller. Andrew Miller turned out to be a great, pitcher, one of the best closers in the game for a little bit. But you know what? Cameron Maybin, who was supposed to be the top guy, he had a good little stint with the Tigers, but he was never that star that anybody projected him to be. The prospects are always hit or miss, but if you are going to have a better odd of hitting on them, usually they're top 25 guys that all of baseball thinks that they are going to be stars, like a Kevin McGonigle. He was a top 3 player that was projected to come up and continue to rake. Tarik Skubal, if he gets traded, fellas, I got a quote from Buster Olney that he got from a baseball executive. The Dodgers are hell-bent on being the first team in the NL to go back-to-back-to-back. The Dodgers have tons of top 100 prospects, and they have 3 in the top 19. In DePaula up top in the top 5. They got Mike Sirota, who has entered the top 12, the right-handed outfielder who crushes minor league pitching. And they have Zaire Hope, the lefty corner outfielder, who has been on a tear in his own right.
One of my favorite guys in
DePaula, the biggest one, top 3, is getting comps to Yordan Alvarez. Is it overzealous and over, asking price to think that you could possibly get a Sirota and Hope? Or does the deal start with one of the lower tier guys? Do you think DePaula could be a realistic possibility? Do you think the LA Dodgers are ultimately the trade partner if the Tarik Skubal saga goes down and they move off of him?
Well, I think Tampa. I mean, there's been talking about Tampa being part of it. They have under new ownership. They like Skubal. And look, I'm not going to lie. I mean, Dodgers and Tampa have a lot of similar DNA. And if they went with Tampa, too, I'd be fine with that. I mean, outside of Dodgers, Tampa has a lot. They always have 5 to 6 guys in the top 100 every year. They are a machine, a development machine. So if I'm the Tigers right now, and here's his asking price, whatever it may be, is going to include at least 1 or 2 top 25 guys, one at least in the top 10, and that's what they should go for. And Sirota has been a beast, and that would be a right hand. That would be immediately. That's a guy that can immediately help out the Tigers.
Right field,
now.
Put him in right field.
Now. Boom, done.
Yeah,
that's what you do. The question is what pitching. Who has the better pitching? I think Tampa has a better pitching development system than the Dodgers do right now. So, however, this is where I think that you have to be creative as Scott Harris go, okay, what pitchers in AA and AAA that I can grab in addition to getting an outfielder? Fill your depth. This is what this trade should do. Fill your depth. And what you want in return is something similar to what the White Sox got with Kyle Teal in Boston, something like that, the Garrett Crochet trade.
Then they get Montgomery as well as Teal?
Yeah. I believe did they get Montgomery on that trade? Or, no, I thought Montgomery was drafted by the White Sox.
No, he was drafted by
Boston?
Boston.
I don't think Kyle Teal was. I got to look that up.
He was also drafted by Boston.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know Teal was, but I thought Montgomery was drafted by Chicago. But anyway, get a trade.
Yeah, Montgomery was drafted by Chicago.
Yeah. Get a package. You're thinking of Teal, and there's another guy in there. There's an outfielder. There's an outfielder they got.
I'll figure this out. You guys keep going.
But anyway, get those guys that do a similar trade like that. That would make me happy. Anything else is a failure, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, 1,000%. There's a few different teams that are really intriguing. For me, it's Milwaukee. Milwaukee by far has the most intriguing, pool of prospects. No matter what.
Braden Montgomery.
Montgomery. Drafted by the Red Sox, traded to the White Sox.
We were talking about
Colson.
You're talking about Colson.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, the two Montgomerys is a little.
That's
We've been talking a lot of Montgomery lately.
Okay.
All right. But, Milwaukee is a team that I've been just kind of looking over their prospect pool. Oh my God! If we could get a Bishop Letson and Luis Lara out of a deal for Tarek Skubal, I would be over the moon.
Yeah, I think to me, I don't want to trade him to the Tampa Bay Rays. What they have gotten out of some trades, he's in the American League, first of all, Raj. I think this team can contend in the American League, even if they trade Tarek Skubal. Call me crazy. I don't know. But I would like to trade him to the NL. And I think the Dodgers continuously have put out top prospect after top prospect after top prospect, and they have no room for these top prospects because they are loaded.
Yeah.
And they have so much money built into that system right now. I think that's where I go. And I tried to get two of those top guys, but you talked about the top guys on the Rays potentially. I know there's one in the top 15 that potentially stands out. It's the Rays' top prospect. He's been flying up the boards here if we want to take a quick look. It is the super athletic outfielder Theo Gillen, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. He's AA. He's 20 years old. He bats left.
Yeah.
Guillen.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But that's the top guy.
Relation, right?
I don't do the trade if Guillen isn't a part of it. He's a top 15 prospect, and that's how I feel about the Dodgers trades. Oh. And that's a little bit how I feel about the Brewers trade, in a sense of I want something and Lara. I picked up Lara in fantasy baseball. I thought he was going to come up and get a bunch of playing time and, get on base a boatload. He had some playing time early. This guy's not even seeing the field right now. They're not playing him.
Yeah, and that's why I threw in a Bishop Letson in there. I mean, he's one of the best pitching prospects that the Brewers have. A righty. I think he could come in and, pretty cool.
Oh, we have the cookie bliss
and
here.
Let's get the food cam right here on that cookie bliss. Cam. Oh, my goodness. Guys, look at this. Chunks of Oreo. They've got... Oh my God! This thing looks fantastic, guys.
That's a nice
pair. Vanilla ice cream,
that's a nice
the
pair.
Chocolate syrup. You got some graham cracker and some chocolate chip in there. Oh man!
Grab one, Gordo.
Yeah. This is all you guys.
Hop in, Riley. Do you want a little plate?
Yeah, Riley, get yourself.
Come on,
get some cookie bliss.
Treat yourself.
Come on, Bomber. Get over here, Bomber. We're all eating.
We're eating good
ultimately,
today,
guys.
Everybody.
We all on the same page. The Tigers need to get a haul back.
1,000%.
And I don't trade them if I don't get the haul. Yeah. And that's the thing. That's where I am at a disagreement with a lot of people. They're trade them for anything. No, don't trade him for anything. Do you know how mad people are about the Justin Verlander trade still to this day? Yeah. You need the haul. And I'm not talking a team's 7th, 8th, 9th best prospects. If you want to throw in one of those after a couple top 100 guys, for sure. And some of the
you want to throw in a Jet Williams on top of the deal?
Here's the thing with the Dodgers. The Tigers have dealt with Scott Harris has dealt with the Dodgers before, and the negotiations. It would be the third time he's gone to the Dodgers if you think about it in the grand scheme of things, because it has to do with the fact that you had the Erod trade that never went through,
right?
Because Erod was a dick about it. Come on, let's not mince words here.
1,000%. That was a tough situation. He put the Detroit Tigers and Scott Harris.
It was a dick move.
Yeah,
it was a dick move, no matter what. So you go back to the well again, and the Tigers at the point the Dodgers are like, well, we don't want anything that you have. You know what I mean? Like, so that's...
Well, they want Tarek Skubal.
Well, I mean, outside of Skubal. What I meant like that. But like,
that's all we kind of need.
Yeah, but the Dodgers...
I wouldn't mind.
But the Dodgers do a good job of getting other teams' prospects back in trades, and they make them into a top 100 guys. The Dodgers are going to ask for more than just Skubal.
Of course. What prospects... Are there any guys that are in our organization right now that are ranked pretty highly, but that you just don't necessarily, buy into that hype? I know we were talking about, Max Anderson earlier. Is there anybody else that you would consider shipping off to the Dodgers that,
for the middle, it's hot.
Yeah.
If you want to, I'll have to serve myself here.
Here, I got you.
You got me? Okay, cool. Thank you, sir.
I thought that was a great point. Great question to ask there, Gordo.
About guys
that you maybe think that aren't living up to the billing of the
I
hype
don't
there,
necessarily
Gordon? Is
live
that
in
what
the
you're
billing.
asking?
Yeah,
but, like
that or just,
Peyton Graham. Peyton
that
Graham's
you can move on from.
Yeah, Peyton Graham was one of them. Like, because the Tigers are stacked in the infield, so maybe if somebody likes him and what he could do, I would consider that.
Okay.
And then maybe a pitcher or reliever, like a lottery card kind of thing. But Peyton Graham, his time here in Detroit might be limited because where are you going to put him? You know, where are you going to put this dude? And the answer is, I don't know. So we'll see. But
definitely will cause a tough decision for the Tigers organization coming up. Yeah, I mean, this trade deadline, we could talk about this genuinely for hours and hours on end, I feel like, because it is so open-ended. There's so much room for potential. There's so much room for disappointment. There's so many questions heading into this trade deadline. And, listen, guys, us here at Woodward Tigers, we're going to be on the very latest. So if you want to stay locked in with all of the latest news surrounding the trade deadline and trade rumors regarding the Detroit Tigers, make sure that you stay tuned.
I just want this to get over with. I mean, out of all the trade deadlines, this has been the most obnoxious one of them all.
So it was always going to be this way, though, Raj.
Yeah, no, you're right.
It was always going to be this way.
We're destined this way.
When Tarek Skubal was not at the table and you did not hear a serious offer from the Detroit Tigers, it was always going to go this way because the Detroit Tigers were not able to figure it out with Skubal. And when you have a back-to-back Cy Young winner, it was always going to be messy. It was always going to be like this. It was always going to be trade rumors here, 60% here, whatever it is. It was always going to be this way because Tarek Skubal chose Scott Boras to be the highest paid pitcher of all time. Do I blame him? No. But it's not like he went to the table and said, I have this amount of money, or you haven't heard it yet, and the Tigers say, we're not willing to meet that. It doesn't seem like the discussions have been there.
Yeah.
I may be wrong, but we would have heard one of Scott's little, birdies come out and probably chirp something by now. And we have not heard that yet. And that's where I'm like,
all we've heard is Al Avila's birdies. Boris's.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you would have stories about it, and you just haven't heard it yet.
Right.
And, Boris was just basically running the winter meetings with all the, Dr. Seuss shit. And I feel like that was horrible.
Such a character,
that was horrible.
Right.
Like, if you're Tarek Skubal or the team, you're like, what the fuck? And that's exactly what you're seeing now, and that's what it's turned into. It's turned a fan base against a back-to-back Cy Young pitcher, and it's turned a pitcher against the fans even at some light, not getting what he's been, getting talked about. So
ultimately, look, I mean,
it was always going to be this way. Tarek Skubal is an elite player who you would be lucky to have the rest of your career. We'd be lucky to have him as fans in Detroit.
Well, I'm not necessarily blaming that on on Tarek's camp. If I'm being honest.
Yeah. So. Blaming what? Go into the last year of your deal?
Yeah.
That's what Boris does.
Yeah.
And to be fair, here's the thing. When Skubal was injured in college, Boris still Boris signed. He's been with the Boris client since day one. They saw something in Boris, or the Tigers and Scott Boras saw something in Skubal when no one else did. He's going to be loyal to Boris because Boris got him in the dance.
Right.
And gave him that money. So what he said today in the article, really brilliantly done by Cody, yeah, some of it's really messed up. But at the same time, ultimately, what it boils down to is this. It's all good. Thank you. You've been fantastic.
Yeah, I'll be sure to
take mine so I can.
Yep, I'll be able to get you a good and proper tip in here for sure.
Yeah.
I'm also like, if you could just get me one more water, that would be fantastic. Thank you so much. And shout out to Art and Jake's here, guys. They are closing up here in a little bit. Actually, I don't know when they close up.
But ultimately, it boils down to this. Boris has been there for school since day one.
Right.
It hasn't changed agents because of it. He's been there. So, brand loyalty, brand person. This is, yeah, you're right. This was going to end ugly. But at the same time, there's some things that could have been handled better, but he's doing what's best for his family.
Agreed.
There you go.
Yeah, I agree.
No doubt.
But it was always going to be this way, which sucks. And, like, when you have a Detroit legend, who he is a legend already. I don't care what he does the rest of his career. Back-to-back Cy Youngs, like, triple crown, 2 ERA titles, 2-time All-Star, back-to-back.
Second best pitcher the Tigers have ever had.
You say second best?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dan McClain's the last person to win back-to-back Cy Youngs.
I think what he did was almost as impressive, maybe as impressive than JV's MVPs, because the numbers are right there. The numbers are almost better at some of the turns. Yeah. That was a big discussion I had a lot last year.
Yeah, I know.
But I
understand it for sure.
And Tarek Skubal has been so dominant. If he stays, I hope the Detroit Tigers can go on this magical run. Because I truly, when they made some signings this offseason, I thought it was going to be a special team that can come out of the American League.
Yeah.
As they get healthy, we will see what kind of upgrades they make and if they can go on a special run. But Rogelio, before we get out of here, take a shot in the dark here. Does Skubal get moved, and where does he go to?
I think he does get moved. I said this Monday night when I was talking to Chris Brown about this.
Shout out to Chris Brown, co-host Tigers Minor League Report.
Shout out.
I think he goes to, as much as I know you want him to go to the Dodgers, I think it's going to be a team we don't expect. It's a team, I've been saying this since day one. If it's the Brewers, I mean, the big balls to the Brewers, because the Brewers might, but then the Brewers might go get Freddie Palta again. So that's why I'm saying Brewers might not happen, but I'm going to go, shot in the dark, stab in the dark, gun in my head. I think it's Tampa.
Wow.
I'm going to go Tampa. I might be wrong. I'm probably wrong, but that's fine.
Okay.
Followed by the Dodgers. Those are the only two teams. But I'm going to go Rays.
Very interesting. All right, I might have a little bit of a surprising take, too. I don't think the Tigers move on from Tarek Skubal at the deadline.
Yeah, that's what Chris said. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think they do. I think that Scott Harris and Chris Ilitch are in lockstep in testing out what happens with the CBA in the future, and they believe that this market for Tarek Skubal is going to shrink after the CBA, and it's going to become a lot easier to go ahead and re-sign him. And also, I think they believe in this team as well, and I think that they believe that this team can go out and win a World Series. So if you go out and, God forbid, you go out and win the whole thing, I think the conversation about Tarek Skubal changes significantly. But that is, ultimate pie in the sky, pigs will fly, happy take. I don't want to be too unrealistic, but I do think that just knowing how Ilitch and how Scott Harris operate, this would not surprise me if they were to keep Tarek Skubal.
Yeah, out of nowhere, go to sign him. And there's people in the chat saying, Sharon says, you guys are dumb. Skubal isn't going anywhere. Then why do the rumors keep coming up then? Like, that's my point. Like, if there's smoke, there's fire to a certain extent.
Right.
I don't want them. Look, it was up to me. I don't want him I want the Tigers to re-sign him. I would love for him to stay here. But the evidence should support that. And there's nothing been indicated. Nothing at all. That there's like an extension in place or anything like that. Today's story today that came out, doesn't help him either. And now fans are good, get out of here. So which is it?
I think that mindset is just like
that's stupid.
Oh, my girlfriend left me. I never liked her anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, she saw.
I never loved her. Yeah, I never loved her.
Hottest woman you ever dated.
Yeah. She wasn't that hot.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's. I like that analogy. That's a good analogy.
That's like the classic, just like butthurt.
Yeah.
I get it. Like, been there. I feel like plenty of us have been there, but like,
come on, man.
Fellas, I'm gonna give you one.
All right, let's hear it.
Yeah. Good old friend Dave Dombrowski with a team that is knocked on the door continuously, time and time again, and has not broken through, has not gotten over the Dodgers hump. How do you do it? With great pitching. If you pair Sanchez, Wheeler, and Tarek Skubal with that lineup, and they have 2 top 50 prospects in Aiden Miller, shortstop at AAA, 22 years old. He's going through some things right now. He was dealing with an injury, but Aiden Miller in his 825 OPS, he has on the season between AA and AAA. He's a little older than Max Clark, but that OPS speaks for itself. Career 817. the righty, Aiden Miller, shortstop, and right-handed pitcher, Gage Wood, who was their first-rounder last year. He has a 3.51 ERA, 59 innings, 88 strikeouts in 59 innings. You're talking about 2 top 50 potential guys, Aiden Miller being a top 30, and I think that's where it starts if they pair that with a major league ready arm, because I think Wood's a year away. I think that could potentially get it done. It all depends on if Scott Harris likes Aiden Miller or not.
If he's going to rate, if Dombrowski's going to raid his farm system again to get him over the top,
would you be shocked?
I would not be shocked, but you better get all their prospects out of there. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't. I think the Philly system is not as good as it's not good on paper. But if you're gonna, I mean, for example,
It's got enough to get it done, though. Is what I think. 2 top 50 guys.
They are top 50 guys, but I don't know if the Tigers are going to value them that much.
Yeah, that's the difference. Like,
listen, you can color me biased too. You at least got to throw in a Dante Nori, the Northville kid, in that trade package. If you if Philly's taking Tarek Skubal.
Well, here's the thing, like
or was it Gage Wood too?
Yeah. So tonight,
former first-round pick.
So tonight, I saw this earlier. The Phillies called up a guy by the name of Brian De La Cruz. Okay, they called him up tonight.
Thank you.
And he has been he's been a career minor leaguer, guy that hasn't, he's not on any prospect list or anything like that. And I'm not saying that he's going to be the end-all, be-all.
Thank you so much.
But either way, the situation right now in the outfield for Philly is not looking great. So if I'm Dombrowski, Dombrowski, you have all the leverage with Dombrowski,
right?
But it just depends on if he's going to trade what he has left, because he made a lot of those trades last year and left them the cupboard bare. I'm only trading with Philly if Philly's going to give me Gage Wood. If you give me Gage Wood, then we'll talk. Absolutely. Woods would be the automatic best pitcher in their system. Top 3 Tiger pitcher in the system right now.
Yeah. If you had Wood and Flukie coming up.
No. Well, I'm just saying if they trade Wood, but look, 3 or 4 guys get it done. But that's it. And then Philly's system's crap again.
And that's what Dave Dombrowski does.
He rates farm systems, yes. But will ownership allow him to do that? Like, it got him in trouble in Boston. But then again, Boston's a weird.
And if you got Bryce Harper, you got Kyle Schwarber, you got, Turner, like that team's trying to win, and you got 2 guys that are, still pretty.
And you just got swept by the Dodgers
exactly
at home too. So
boos were probably coming down.
Oh yeah, those boo birds were heard from blocks away.
Let us know in the chat where you guys think he'll end up going. Make sure to subscribe to Woodward Baseball so you don't miss out on any content. Make sure to subscribe to Tigers Minor League Report to stay on track with every single Tiger system, and they break down all the big league stuff as well. We got a credentialed media member, Rogelio, here. He does a great job writing as well. Where can people find some of your writing to go along with the great videos you do, Raj?
tigersmlreport.com. Roundtable Tigers, so Roundtable, you can download the free app, and our Patreon, Tigers Minor League Report, where I do a newsletter a week. But yeah, on Twitter, Tigers ML Report, and YouTube. Please subscribe to our channel. Love to get to increase our followers. We've been getting we're at 850,000 views lifetime, and we're getting close to 1 million views. So
damn!
Thank you for everybody who's checked our stuff out throughout the years.
Riley, those 3 teams or those 3 scenarios, what do you think? Or any scenario, what do you think happens with Tarek Skubal? And we'll get Bomber's take on it too, because he's done such a great job.
B2.
He loves that we're hanging out here doing a post game. He's so thrilled.
Pessimistic / realistic. I don't think we move him this year, and he's going to leave in free agent. He's going to leave via trade in the offseason, and we're going to get stuck with a compensatory pick.
I think he just signs then at that point, I think.
Does he? Well, then, yes, we're not going to pay him, and somebody else is going to pay him.
Yep.
And I'm really, really, really scared about that because Easy made a good point. We have all these good pitchers that are on rookie deals. Why not pay the man? And the really shitty part would be if we lost him and Mize. That just can't happen.
Yep.
So we'll see, man. We'll see. If we get really hot and we decide to keep them, then we got to play that long game. And I don't want to play it.
It'd be a lot easier.
I don't want to play it.
It'd be a lot easier to keep Mize around if you weren't giving Flaherty and Framber Valdez a combined $37 million freaking dollars this year.
Well, I mean, average annual value is 38.3.
But
I will say, like, Flaherty's off the books.
Yeah, they're gonna have to, like I said, they're gonna still have to shed salary to get close, get away
For
from
the comp.
for the comp and the luxury tax, and whatever lockage they're gonna stop having. So, or I think there's gonna be some sort of labor issues. So again, it really depends on what the Tigers, if they're trying to shave as much salary as possible. That fucking Twins, God, man, like, hell, they could beat. Nah,
Twins beat the Guardians.
Fucking hate.
Great.
I hate Minnesota.
Both those teams.
There's
Genuinely, like, fuck both those teams.
No, look, I don't mind Cleveland as much because there's some good players on there. No, you're right.
Ball.
No, you're right. Devil ball. But fuck the Twins, man.
Yeah.
The Twins play more devil ball than anybody I've ever, like.
Facts.
And their fan base sucks, man. I'm
Seriously.
sorry.
And their corny-ass stadium they used to play in now, anytime you go to Target Field, it's cold as shit. Like, it'll be July, and it's still cold as shit for no reason.
It is, although I will say that is a really cool stadium next to Target Field or Target Arena where the Wild and Timberwolves play. That is really cool. It's how it's right next door to each other. That is cool. I'll give them that all day.
Detroit's better. We got all three of them right next to each other.
That's true.
Shout out.
No, that's true.
And shout out to everybody in the chat that joined us tonight here at Art and Jake's in Shelby Township.
Love you
What
guys.
a time out at Art and Jake's. Shout out to our guy Bomber doing it better than anybody else in the sales
Bomber,
game.
you want to get a word?
We got our guy Riley. Tarek Scooble Trade Saga Bomber. What's going down?
You know what? I'm kind of done. Kind of done with the saga. All right.
Ooh. Thank you.
Like I was like, oh my God, we gotta keep Scooble. We gotta keep Scooble. What are we gonna do without Scooble? Our front office has proved that we cannot have a competent enough team around Scooble, and we tried that, and I'm done. I say we just let him play for a team that wants to pay him the amount that he wants to get played. If you love someone, set him free. Just get this over with. Do another rebuild, whatever you want to do. I'm done with the Scooble saga.
Rip the Band-Aid off.
Rip the Band-Aid off. Exactly. Right. That's where I'm at.
I don't think it's going to be a big rebuild if they do.
I don't think so
You got
either.
3 All-Stars in your lineup. You take out a Zach McKinstry. You take out a James Outman. You replace them with, let's talk about a 0.0 WAR player. I think your team's a significantly better spot in terms of hitting.
Yeah.
I think you're set with Melton, Montero, Job, maybe Olsen. Let's just start with those top 2 guys.
Right.
We'll go with Melton and Montero. I think those 2 guys are solidified themselves as
can't forget about Job
really
in this
good players.
division, though.
Job also needs to also be a guy that can show off that he can stay healthy, which he's dealt with injuries throughout his young career.
And with the bats, too, you have Riley Green and Dylan Dingler still on team control, like a few more years of team control.
Yeah.
Like,
Dingler's on like 5 more. Riley's got a few. But
yeah, like, this is a no-brainer.
Yeah, I think this team's going to be just fine. Raj, how about you?
I think the team's going to be fine. I think they're not that. Everybody's making this out to be that this team. They're ripping on Scott Harris all the time that this team sucks. I don't understand where that logic or what the hell you've been watching the last couple of years. But the fact you have a once-in-a-generation player in Kevin McGonigle, you have Riley Green, it's a 3-time All-Star, you have Dylan Dingler. Sit back and enjoy the
catcher.
and I'm going to say this because I can say this freely. Sit back, enjoy the fucking ride. Seriously, be grateful.
Let's go.
Seriously.
Let's go.
Again, you can nitpick all you want, but I think everybody just wants to be miserable half the time. I don't get it, but
yeah, sometimes everybody does, and if you in some respects, obviously Scott Harris has failed mightily at pro scouting. I think the biggest hit he's had is Jack Flaherty the first time and Gleyber Torres.
The jury's still on Tyron Lorenzo and that trade. That's going to reap some benefits.
Trey Sweeney stinks.
No, I liked Flaherty the first time.
Oh, I thought you meant. Oh,
I liked Flaherty the first time, and I really like Gleyber Torres.
Yeah, they improved.
But that's
Flaherty.
2 in 3 or 4 years. We need more than that.
Yeah, they need.
That's it.
Yeah, they just need to. They just need to have one trade that pops, really, really pops.
And it could be
haven't had
this one.
that yet.
Yeah. How you least getting there though?
Yeah, truly is, and I mean,
Charlie Morton isn't doing it for me.
Exactly, but Shout out to everybody in the chat for joining us.
Had to end on a Charlie Morton.
Charlie Morton. For how you
player.
lead, big home run. For Kyder Montero dominating. For the bullpen doing their job. And for Spencer Torkelson to get the Tigers bats flowing. Appreciate you, Raj, for joining us for our second Detroit Tigers live stream of the season. Shout out to our Rookie of the Year, Gordo. We got our guy, Riley. We got Bomber, as always.
Thank you.
I am your host, Nicholas Kohloff, Detroit Tigers beat reporter for Woodward Sports. Make sure to subscribe to Woodward Tigers. Subscribe to Tigers Minor League Report. We got you covered all season long, all year long, years to come long. And Art and Jake's in Shelby Township is the best place to be, and find the nearest location towards you. Drink of the summer is also Water Hazard, vodka canned cocktail, the very first one. We'll be drinking them all summer, celebrating a Tiger team making a magical run.
And
let's go!
Tigers win!
Tigers win! Tigers win!